The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school basketball starts now. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
And a pleasant good evening from the north side. A great doubleheader tonight as both Henry Clay and Bryan Station are wrapping up regular season play here in the next couple of weeks. Chris LaBar, former Scott County coach Tim Glenn. Welcome to Bryan Station High School. And this girls matchup really has the makings of being very closely played.
Well, it's, like I say, Lexington does a really good job of getting those girls-guys games together, and especially in the district games. It makes it a good feel and gives a good environment. It's going to be a great environment for both games tonight, but also very important to have that as you're getting ready to go into district play. It's going to feel like a good district tournament game for both guys and girls tonight.
Henry Clay girls 9-15. They're 3-2 in the district. Bryan Station, they're 5-17, 0-5 in the district. This is the final district matchup, the regular season for both these teams. So clearly tuning up for the postseason.
Tuning up. Bryan Station again got a chance to defend the home court against the district team. You know, you know how it is. This is one of those kind of rivalry kind of a game. Bryan Station, Henry Clay, where you can kind of throw records out the window, and late in the season, teams getting better and getting ready for district play.
Boys will tip off in the vicinity of 7:30. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Glycod. We'll have about 3.5 hours of live coverage. Central Kentucky high school basketball. We'll take a timeout, back live with the starting lineups and an opening tip from the north side. We'll have it for you in just a moment.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School Basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for the real world. College for your world. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville. Movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky, Community Action Council, New Vista, Tech 24, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Fast Signs. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School Basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Back live at Bryan Station High School. Henry Clay and the Bryan Station Defenders and girls high school basketball should be a very evenly matched game. These two teams met last month with Henry Clay victorious on January 17th, 62-59. So on paper, they're both right there in the thick of it.
Right there in the thick of it. Bryan Station's got some pieces. I think still yet, I think they've improved. I saw them early on in the year. They got a really nice little guard there, and Miss Wade, she does a good job. And but what I say is, again, it's throw those records out the window. But that close game, I'll look for maybe another close one tonight, and it'll be a good environment, like I say.
Bryan Station looks like they will be positioned to be the 4th seed, meaning they're going to take on Sayre on Monday, the 24th of this month, with Henry Clay likely to take on Scott County in that pivotal 2-3 matchup, with the winner on to the 11th region tournament.
You definitely want to be in that 2-3 seeds as opposed to that 4-5. That 4-5 is a rough road to come off of, that's for sure.
We expect a great crowd tonight at Bryan Station, certainly for the nightcap, as both Bryan Station and Henry Clay so well thought of, and Henry Clay coming off a huge win Tuesday versus Douglas.
Huge win. I have not been able to view that game and review it, whatever, but planned on going back and watching that before this game here. But what I say, They have the potential. They've got offensive potential, and the way they guard, I think, is they're just very steady and in the way that they defend the basket, and you have to really execute at times.
Raymond Lightfoot amongst their trio of officials. Andre Williams, David Hammond as well. They will both officiate both games tonight. Lightfoot, Williams.
I wouldn't be disappointed in this crew. I would take this crew all day long. Veteran guys and guys that can talk to you and explain what their vantage point is, and always been fair to me.
Well, and they're also tuning up for the postseason as well.
Yes. You know, it's interesting when you really look and see how those guys get rated and how they fall into place to be able to have a chance to call in the region and then also have a chance to call a state tournament.
Bryan Station donning some new uniforms tonight. It's Valentine's Day. We thank you so much for spending part of your evening with us. Henry Clay, of course, coached in her 4th season by Ashley Gerard. Bryan Station coached in her 4th year by alum Serena Sandusky.
A lot of alums in Lexington.
Boy, we've
coaching.
noticed the trend in that this year.
Yeah, I was one myself. I love it. Bryan Station starting out in a zone.
There's an open 3. That's going to peel off the mark. And Station brings it down.
Great transition, great pass, good finish at the basket.
Elena Ward, 8-point per night score as Station on the board early. As Henry Clay in a half court. There's a corner 3. That's going to spin out from Brinley Dumford, and Blue Devils attack the offensive glass. And deflection out of bounds. Back to Henry Clay.
Just watching Bryan Station, the way they're doing this, they've got one really high point on the top of that zone, and they're going to give some open shots from the wing, just like that. Henry Clay's had 3 wide open ones. So
nice snare and stick back for the Blue Devils.
Got to box that 3 ball out, though. If you're going to give a few of them up, and you do get some misses, you're going to have to make sure you find somebody and box them out.
That was Charlie Ann Robinson with a bucket. And Zakiya Wade for Station. An even start, 60 seconds have elapsed. And a great overplay and steal for Station as Ariana Sutton brings it across.
Sutton's got a good demeanor with the ball. Man, she's got a good stroke. I watched her warming up.
There's a left wing 3. Dumford is now 0 of 3 from distance. And Bryan Station corrals the rebound.
Henry Clay also in a big wide zone, looking to trap the sidelines and work for them there. Great shot fake. Got her off her feet right there. Went by her and little pull up and gets the foul.
So Henry Clay to the foul line for the game's first personal. Charlie Ann Robinson has been a great addition to this team. Played the 2nd semester transfer from Frankfurt as the free throw drains in.
That's, when you got somebody that just joined, again, 2nd semester, that makes a big difference, too, in the way they're gelling into it. So I say that could be big for Henry Clay down the stretch here. Bryan Station moving the ball really good. Henry Clay, again, big wide zone. Doing a good job of pressuring out of that zone defense.
Wide open jumper is going to be off the mark, and back to Henry Clay. Carolyn Young, 5'9" junior, will check in, averaging a couple of points per game.
You see a lot of these teams doing this nowadays. It's called 1-1-3. What will happen is that as soon as it goes to a wing here, usually Wade, who's on the top of it, she kind of drops middle, which she did just there, and it really protects the drive, has a lot of people around, just like on that drive right there, but it gives some threes up. So Henry Clay will have some looks out there like they have early on.
Here comes Zakiya Wade, back out Gonzalez Perez, her specialty, and that's long.
Good look. I'd say they'd take that shot when they get it.
Yeah, Londra's made 43-point field goals this year for Bryan Station. One of the lone seniors for this Bryan Station very youthful team for Coach Sandusky.
Good patience by Henry Clay. They've done a good job getting the shot they wanted.
Right through Sutton from Young and floated back in play. As Gonzalez Perez back to Elena Ward.
Oh, you got her on the block.
Strong drive by Wade, lost the handle.
Great
and
rebound.
Station out for a Ward triple. And pinballed back in play into the midst of Ariana Sutton, number 1, of Henry Clay, their leading point getter. And out of bounds for an unforced turnover. So both teams sloppy with the ball early. And we're going to have a Henry Clay 30-second timeout. We will join them as well. A 4-2 Blue Devil beginning on Glycod.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back live at a 4-2 Henry Clay start after the turnover as the Blue Devils in a low-scoring affair. Bryan Station coached by Coach Sandusky in her 4th season, former alum and player at Butler. So Bryan Station possession, full length of the floor.
Got a little pressure in the full court by Henry Clay this time. Good job, Bryan Station, breaking that up. And a great drive by Wade right there. Split the defenders and a tough with it to get the foul.
Lakia Wade's had a dynamite junior season, perhaps under the radar a bit, with 16-point average.
Yeah, she and Sutton both just have a good demeanor with the ball. They look to distribute, but they also look to score. And what I say, they just got a nice frame to them that will just really aid in their success.
Jaden Jeffers through contact and a strong drive and a foul on Bryan Station's Elena Ward.
Very strong. Both those last 2 drives, one by Henry Clay, one by Bryan Station. Split the defenders and get the shot up. Sometimes that gets out of control, and then when that happens, the referee won't reward you with a foul. But what I say, that right there, both of those were done the correct way, taking that contact, going through it, and then trying to finish. And that's what will get you the foul, not to avoid that and try to miss it.
Jaden Jeffers with 3 early points. And the lead now at 3.
Henry Clay really extending that zone out. And they're really looking for traps as well.
Lofted in the lane, rejected out of there by Carolyn Young. Now Kia Wade fading away, and a Blue Devil foul.
Little left-hand drive to the middle and spin back, create the shot, and probably got her across the wrist right there. That was one of them where you just need to get those hands up and contest the shot. You really had her fading away, and don't put her on the line right there. You almost bail her out on that shot. Make her make a tough shot. Like Miss Sutton with the foul right there.
And Young been assertive early, nabbing the Henry Clay rebound. Blue Devils by a basket, looking for their 10th win of the season. This is a program that's had a 20-plus win campaign in a winning season the last 4 years. Jeffers spinning there, Sutton inside the baseline.
Good look. Created that well. Drove it hard baseline and reverse pivot. Had the player coming behind right there, Miss Sutton.
Low scoring affair to start this game. There's Wade pulling the trigger. And a nice box out
Great
for the
box out.
Henry Clay rebound. That was Jada Henderson.
Textbook. Went and found the closest one, put a body on her.
Here comes Charlie Ann Robinson.
Bryan Station really packing that. Great play by Wade.
Makia Wade down the hill, lofts it long, and here comes Ariana Sutton.
On the run when she picked it up.
Wonderful pass, and Robinson puts it in.
She created that transition herself, just staying with the play. She was out of bounds and came back into the play, picked the ball up, and created that transition.
Charlie Ann Robinson now with 4 of Henry Clay's 8.
Great look.
Basket's going to go down for Sophia Haggard.
Cross court and diagonal. That diagonal against the zone, especially one looking for a trap like what Henry Clay's doing, you'll get that diagonal pass.
Sutton, a high arcing 3, in and out. And Gonzalez Perez there to gobble up the rebound.
Station said, don't count us out. We're 0 in the district right now, 0 for in the district, but
great extra pass. Jaden Jeffers pulls the trigger. Swish!
nothing but the nylon on that one, and that was, again, created by Sutton. Sutton's put a few assists in her pocket in this first 6 minutes.
Jeffers with 7, and Bryan Station pausing play for 30 will step aside. 11-6 Henry Clay. You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a 4-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball from Glycod.
Chris LeBar and Tim Glenn back live on the north side. An 11-6 Henry Clay start.
Good ball game. Been some adjustments made both ways. And, again, Bryan Station being aggressive to the rim, but Henry Clay probably being the benefit of some of their defense turning into offense.
There's a 3, Gonzalez Perez in, and a wonderfully executed inbounds play.
You called it earlier, Chris. You said she gets looks like that. Bryan Station wants that, and they created that. You're exactly right on that sideline out of bounds.
Here's Ariana Sutton. Nice defense applied up top by Bryan Carpenter that's just checked in, donning number 3, 5'6" sophomore, applying some ball pressure. Sutton diving in. There's a 3, in again for Jeffers.
Somebody's going to have to keep an eye on that side for sure.
Jaden Jeffers with 10, only averages 8. And a great start for Henry Clay in this game. Kia Wade from Gonzalez Perez. Another fadeaway, this one short. And Charlie Ann Robinson collects the rebound. Under a minute in the quarter.
Going to have to get back and find Miss Jeffers.
Dumford, 0-4 from that same spot.
Good rebound.
Dumford floater baseline. This one spins in.
Not bashful. She missed the first one. Get it to her again, and I like that confidence.
40 seconds in the quarter. Henry Clay, a nice 16-point beginning.
Good trap.
Elena Ward heaves one, but got her own rebound.
Got to box out.
Kia Wade tries her luck and knocks it in.
Good look. Tough pass. It's tough to catch that 3 ball like that on a long pass and shoot it in. 10 seconds to go right here.
Kia Wade now with 5, and we're under 5. Dumford at 3. Great overplay by Wade, and that's going to take us to the end of the first. Henry Clay, 16, Bryan Station, 12. Back in just a moment on Central Kentucky High School basketball from Glycod.
New year means next-level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back on the north side, Bryan Station trailing Henry Clay 16-12 as we get set for quarter number 2. This game to tip off around 7:30. We hope to catch up with Daniel Brown at halftime of this game.
Good ball game, Chris, going back and forth. Again, Bryan Station, Henry Clay threw a couple good punches right there in that first quarter, but Bryan Station responded right there at the end, especially. If not, that could have been big. So they needed a couple of those.
And a marked improvement for Bryan Station. We saw them last month in a lopsided affair versus Douglas, but much more crisp this evening, and have had some effective possessions.
Henry Clay going man, switched it up a little bit. That'll cause, that's a good job by Bryan Station. Go ahead and pull it out and get a good set. It's an important possession right here, I think.
There's Akia Wade on top. Elena Ward, a three is in.
Good look created by Miss Wade. Got 2 good dribbles into the middle, drew a couple, and again, that reverse pivot back out for a 3.
The Station made 10 threes. There's a bucket inside for Henry Clay.
Sutton's got about four assists that I know of, just directly from what she's doing with the basketball.
That's 2 for Peyton Markham, but in the loss Tuesday versus Tates Creek, Station made 10 threes. Gonzalez Perez has that rim off. They made 3 already tonight.
That's tough. 10 threes in a game, that's good for a high school. That's high school boys or girls basketball team.
Lost that game in overtime by 9. So some positive steps forward for Coach Sandusky and her program. There's Jeffers, high arcer.
That's a tough move right there.
And a great seal off by Ward to deny Markham the rebound.
Good job. Bryan Station tried to create the transition, didn't have it. Pull it out now and get him something off the set.
Sutton will shadow Ward up top. Now Markham on the switch. And Sutton with the
Good D.
overplay.
Good D. Very good D.
It's Dumford's favorite residence there in the corner.
Yeah, she hangs out in that corner.
Loose ball, arrow. Should be Henry Clay, I think. Or not. Raymond Lightfoot conversing with.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Bryan Station had it. Yeah, you're exactly right, Chris.
There's going to be Henry Clay ball.
The light didn't say so, but you and Raymond remembered. That's good.
So the Blue Devils, Ariana Sutton doing a lot without scoring yet, Tim.
Yeah, well, sometimes some of those small things can mean even more so. But she is the leading scorer for Henry Clay. I'm sure Miss Jeffers is doing a great job being the aggressor right now.
There's Sutton trying to score and connecting.
Right on cue.
Her 41st made 3.
She heard us talking about her. She said, let me put an end to all that. Great patience, good pass.
Haggard lofts it across. There's Wade launching a 3, trying to answer. Nice rebound by Sophia Haggard on the backside. Gonzalez Perez tees one up and in.
Well, I tell you, Bryan Station, they are some 3-point arsonists out there. They flat out just let it go. I love it. That makes it fun to watch.
Ariana Sutton a little short on that 3, and it's going to trickle off, but a hold, I believe, underneath on Bryan Station.
I believe it was. Good, clean game, getting after it good, and referee's doing a good job with it. And again, Henry Clay offering punches. They got the 3-point lead right now, but Bryan Station, again, they just respond, and they're going to have to keep doing that.
Ariana Sutton to trigger in underneath. Jaden Jeffers spinning back to Sutton. And Wade has been bothersome at the teeth of that defense.
They really cut a lot of people when you get people in the middle part.
That's all for Sutton
Good.
again. Backside corral vacuumed in by Jada Henderson. Now Henderson splitting defenders and propelled it forward. It's reeled in by Kennedy Feltner Happy of Bryan Station. There's Wade.
Nobody stopped the ball.
The Red Sea opened, and a held ball this time, arrow Bryan Station.
Yep, they're going to have to get that arrow straight.
Now, we noticed some confusion in our last game here. They got it right for the second half,
Yeah,
but it was
there we
always
go.
the first half.
I'm not saying anything about it, man. I'd be awful. I get watching the game. I'd be terrible to try to keep track of switching those lights and keeping all my buttons pushed.
Nearing the 4:30 mark of this opening half. Wade
Great job.
through defenders and a Blue Devils foul.
Again, sometimes you see players do that, guys and girls, and you split those defenders and they try to avoid contact so much that it becomes an out-of-control shot. That right there is just a good, strong take. You go with the contact, try to make it, and you'll get a foul out of it.
Wade now with 9. Again, averaging 16 points in her junior season.
Chance to pull it to 1 right here.
Crowd starting to file in ahead of the boys' tilt. And again, we hope to catch up with Daniel Brown.
Second half of this girls' game, I'd
Sure
say
will.
it'll be a nice crowd in here.
Lead at 2. Great defense. As Sutton able to corral it up top for the Blue Devils.
Sealing that 1-1-3, putting a lot of pressure on the top. Got to be close to 5 right there. Yep, probably did.
That's great defense up top. Sophia Hager doing a great job up front as well.
Great job. Staying, again, I like the pressure of it. They allows you, that 1-1-3 allows you to pressure up top rather than like a kind of traditional zone. It's more of a laid back. So it allows you to pressure and look for traps.
Got Nicoya Gar out there as well for Station. Number 14 as Elena Ward flings a deep 3 looking for the lead. It's long. The follow banked in by Gar.
Let it go and then go to rebound. Henry Clay got to make sure they didn't box out the closest person to the goal right there. So put a body on them and make it be one and done on its shot. Great give and go.
Sutton back in play. Markham grabs it, knocks it in.
Nice. Very nice post move. Got her feet right before she used her offhand. Little pressure, little token pressure by Sutton right there. It gave him a little trouble. I'd say Henry Clay will use some pressing throughout the course of that second half.
Around the horn, Ward knocks it in Station with her first lead.
Bryan Station just keeps on and keeps on, and you better cover out because they do have the potential.
Sutton short on that teardrop.
Every player on Bryan Station's team, they shoot it like they've made one before. You've heard coaches say that.
And
Wow.
Sutton in a teeter-totter gives Henry Clay the lead again.
Good district game. Again, just throwing punches at one another.
Station has made 5 threes, and they trail by 2.
Good position on the inside. Had her sealed.
It's great overplay and steal for Henry Clay. Robinson in transition.
Very tough. Realize that the defender's in front of her. That's a tough move for a high school kid. That's on the move, off the dribble, full speed, pull up and hit the jumper.
Charlian Robinson with a half dozen. This is a big trip for Station, and they'll fumble it out of bounds.
Through the hands. Wade made the penetration. Not a bad pass, but maybe tried to catch it and go with it before she made the catch.
A very critical 150 in this first half as Henry Clay, 6 in a row to now take a 4-point lead.
Bryan Station's defense, it's wow. Great job. Great job in the help side. Took it away, and a smart move on offense right there. Stop before half court. All right, now they got to set again. Let's see what we got. Henry Clay looks like go back to the wide zone again. Wade wide open from the top of the key. Good rebound by Markham.
Markham's been credible here. A couple points, 3 or 4 rebounds, and limited action in this half as Jeffers splits the double team. And a Bryan Station foul.
I believe he's going to call that one on the floor. Again, good. She's aggressive off the dribble, but also if you back off of her, she's shown she'll hit that 3.
Defenders go to their bench. And one young lady who is not subbed out is number 1, Akia Wade, and we expect to see her get a lot of minutes tonight.
I'd say she will, yes. I anticipate that Henry Clay probably do a little more pressing as we get into that second half for sure. They're going to need Miss Wade in there handling the basketball.
A little indecision there for Henry Clay. Now Raymond Lightfoot's seen enough. He says, guys, let's go. The meter's running. Markham to trigger. Now Jeffers, very aggressive on that drive, and a Station foul again.
Good strong take. She also has just with the ball in her hand, she's very shifty with that thing to get to where she wants to get off the bounce.
10 points tonight, season high of 25, as a conversation between a couple of the officials away from the ball. And Jeffers is going to shoot a free throw while we've got a discussion trailing the play.
I think Raymond's telling him to hold up.
We've noticed a couple of numbers, at least with Henry Clay, the roster we were provided that didn't match. So that, I don't know if there's a question with that, but.
And you don't want that, that's for sure. Well, I've seen that come to bite in so many big games where you've got 2 shots in the ball because somebody got the wrong jersey on.
Jay Jeffers spins that one in to the lead at 6, under a minute first half.
Let's see if Bryan Station can respond right here. Get you a good one. You don't have to settle. Get the shot you want.
There's
Great
Ward
take.
in the lane. Got the roll.
Nothing wrong with that. Got exactly where you want to let it go from.
Ward now with 7, 5-4. Henry Clay advantage in the half court now. Now it's back to even. And Jeffers called for a travel.
Probably did. Good idea. Got to get that dribble down. Got him in the air. Got the defender running towards him. Just got to get that dribble down a little quicker.
And if you're stationed here, you hold it for 1, right?
Probably get 1 shot on this, what I'd do, I believe. As long as they're not making you score it.
Well, now you've got to take that.
Yeah.
As Ward puts it in.
Take a layup. Now you got to guard. Don't just give them a good look because it's the end of the half.
Ward now with 7. We're under 7 in this half. 2-point game. Jeffers heaving it up, and that's off the mark, and that's going to take us to the turn. Henry Clay by 2, 30-28 over Bryan Station. We'll step aside and be back with more coverage. Central Kentucky High School basketball in just a moment.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family cart to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, sponsor of tonight's Scholar Athlete. Mathnasium unlocks the math potential in every child.
Halftime at Bryan Station High School, a great girls matchup. Henry Clay by 2 over the Defenders. I'm Chris LeBar alongside former Scott County boys coach Tim Glenn. These two teams have done some really good things in the first half.
Good things, and I mean both aggressive. Some been off defense. Bryan Station if you give them an open look, you're going to have to cover out on it because they're going to keep shooting it. And if they gain the more you hit, the easier it is to make it. So. Right now, I'm not sure what their percentage is shooting-wise, but I'd say it's pretty good behind the arc.
You got Jaden Jeffers leading the scoring for Henry Clay. Unofficially, we've got her for 12 points. And balance scoring for Station Nakia Wade with 9 and 7 for Elena Ward.
Wow. Jeffers has done a really good job lots of different ways. And she's even set some teammates up as well where she scored a little bit, and then when she drew attention, she would do that reverse pivot and got it back to Sutton a couple times and led to a couple of Sutton scores off of Jeffers' penetration.
What do you look for here in the second half, just in terms of adjustments?
I just think maybe Henry Clay they seem they're pretty organized with their press. I just look for them to get pretty consistent with it here and possibly be able to, get after them a little bit in the full court, make them work. Make Wade have to work. I think she's one of the main ball handlers for sure for Bryan Station. And, really get her kind of wore down towards that fourth quarter. That's one of those things. If they can just use their pressure and make that be something that it's really going to be something that takes some of the the fight out of Bryan Station right there, I think that could be big for Henry Clay to use that pressure in the full court.
And for the defenders, I mean, heck, they're shooting a 3 well. They're making 5. What do they need to make, you think, to win this game?
They got to keep protecting the paint. Almost got, they've had a lot of fouls where they were in position, but the offensive player got to a spot where they split the defenders and it caused that foul to happen. Maybe just slide over there, take you a few charges because, again, Jeffers is driving that ball hard, so is Sutton. And, they're doing a good job of taking that middle away, keep covering out and taking the middle away with that 1-1-3.
Henry Clay by 2 at the half, 30-28. We'll step aside. More coverage in just a moment on Glycod.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a four-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family cart to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Central Kentucky Driving School, raising the bar in driver education. Man of War Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. And by Don Franklin Auto, driven by family.
Back live at Bryan Station High School, the north side. A great place to be tonight for high school basketball. This the first of two. The boys will tip off around 7:30. What do you look for, Tim, in that game?
You know, that's again, that's because it's going to be a dog fight, man, coming over here. Bryan Station's just I think there's going to be a lot of excitement on their student section. They're one of the best student sections in Lexington, that's for sure. And, Henry Clay's going to guard. That's what they do. And again, I think, Bryan Station, they're going to have to execute at times, but Bryan Station's also going to have to use that defense to cause some offense against Henry Clay.
Well, of course, Henry Clay coming off their top win of the season. Perhaps you saw it here on Tuesday on Glycod in overtime, defeating Frederick Douglass. Curious to see how they respond off that huge win.
Big win. You sometimes that's hard to come off of as well. You can get momentum and then also make you a little lackadaisical. But I'd say Daniel have them ready to go coming across town tonight.
Henry Clay led by 4 after 1. They'll possess the ball, leading by 2 to start this second half. Jeffers off the mark inside the teeth of that defense.
Great offense. Set Jeffers right in the middle and got to the ball.
There's Akia Wade. Nice find. Gar releases and ties the game.
Perfect. Perfect cut, give and go. Gave it to Wade. Beautiful, beautiful shot and finish.
That's going to spin out as Sutton's shot did everything but go down.
All the way down. Popped out.
The Station's had an earlier lead, but this would be their first advantage in the second half.
Again, really good job responding. Wade calling for a screen. They backed off. That's a good read. Good shot, good read.
Jaden Jeffers with an aggressive Henry Clay rebound. And right through Wade, it's going to find now Jeffers launches a 3, a rain scraper.
Good look. Inside out. That's the good kind, too. So
there's Akia Wade squirming her way to the basket. And out comes Sutton.
Sutton outran her team right now. If somebody would have ran with her, they might have been the benefactor of another assist in her pocket.
Foul on Bryan Station.
It's good ball movement from one block to the other and got to the middle, dropped it off to the opposite block. Let's see if Henry Clay can make a couple free throws here and maybe press a little bit. I don't see him calling anything right this minute, but
Jada Henderson, 5'4" senior. Her third point gives the Blue Devils the lead.
Oh, he got a made basket. Nope, everybody's back. Man to man this time. Woman to woman, I should say.
Nice take by Elena Ward. Tried to funnel it through tight confines and is stolen away.
Good help side defense by Jeffers and a teammate.
Off of the Dumpford 3 and possession back to Station. This Henry Clay team, they did not get out to a good start this year. Started 0-6. And since they've won 9 of 18.
I talked with Coach Harris on the way up here, just getting some of his comments. He said Henry Clay did a good job. And, they've improved over the course of the year for sure. I think they got Scott County last week.
Gonzalez Perez under heavy duress, held ball. Arrow's going to stay Station.
Good job by Henry Clay right there to just stay with it, got her to pick it up, and then, got in there. Sometimes you get so many players that want to start reaching and slapping and fouling right there. It's a good job of giving yourself a chance to get the basketball.
Nice overplay in Sutton with the theft. Ariana Sutton filling is Charlie Ann Robinson. And Elena Ward out for Bryan Station as she's under suffocating defense in the corner. And Bryan Station will pause play for a timeout. And we'll take it as well. Back in 30 seconds after this message from Cartown Kia on Glycod.
Bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back to live action at Bryan Station as the defenders down 2 will inbound.
Henry Clay going to stick with that man-to-man.
Gonzalez Perez lofts a 3. How about that?
No switch. They got jumbled up just in that kind of cross, kind of dribble handoff, and left her wide open. She's made a few tonight.
Charlie Ann Robinson knocks in the connection at the other end.
Miss Robinson, she can shoot that little short range, little mid-range jumper. She's made 2 or 3 of those tonight.
And back at this end, Gonzalez-Perez has almost become a specialist now, three-point shooting.
Yeah, she's looking for good opportunities on that as well.
There's a three from Haggard, a little bit short. Gar follows,
Great
and
rebound.
she'll be fouled.
Great rebound right there. Good job keeping it high and then going right straight back to the rim with it, and that's what got her the foul.
Gar for one more, 5'9", sophomore.
Tied up right here. Been a great game.
There you go. Dead even at 34.
Good look. Created by Jeffers right there. She gave it back to Sutton. Did a great job of getting 2 feet to that free throw line and then popping it right back out to Sutton for a really good look from three.
Ariana now with 9 on 3 made threes, and Wade with the answer.
Tough move off the dribble. Just sliced right by her.
And out of bounds as Jaden Jeffers rifles it out of play.
Jeffers tried to make that same play she made last time, but I guess that player was there on the wing, must have moved. I think there was one there. Bryan Station keeps responding. They need to respond 2 or 3 times and let Henry Clay have to answer back.
There's Gonzalez-Perez. And is there any adjustment Henry Clay makes on the perimeter?
You know, that I think that when they've got a couple of looks here in this third quarter, it's been in that man-to-man where they got jumbled up. Wade staying with it. Tough. She takes it, gets her own rebound, puts it back in. That's just good physical play, good strong move to the basket.
38-37 as Akia Wade tacks on 2 more, and a foul underneath. Charlie Ann Robinson will be fouled by Bryan Station.
Charlie Ann's found herself right there in the middle with it quite a few times. She does a good job of cutting in from the opposite side and getting in the center of that zone that gets kind of packed on one side when it gets to the wing.
There's Sutton weaving her way baseline. And a skip past Dumford.
That's her corner spot.
It is. Sutton follows, lofts it long, and how about cleanup job by Gonzalez-Perez?
She's going to take this straight to the basket.
And Elena Ward puts it in.
Wow. That's big. That is big. That is a really nice move right there.
40-37.
There was no second guessing she was going to the basket with that thing. Great defense. Turned her around. Might have got away with a walk right there.
.252 in this third quarter.
Station doing a great job of getting defense on the help side right there. Another good look.
Ward spins it long. And here comes Henry Clay. They've been outscored by 5 points in the first 5.5 minutes of this third quarter.
Henry Clay being patient. They keep running cutters in. A great job. They keep running cutters in from the opposite side. When it goes here, they have an opposite cutter flash straight in the middle.
Jeffers launches. And Gonzalez-Perez, a big rebound. She has played very well tonight.
Another one. She just had a nose for the ball in the last couple of possessions right there. Just going straight to it, reading it off the rim, if you will.
Her improvement throughout her career has just been so impressive. Really started to play well a couple of years ago in the postseason and has gotten better each subsequent year. Out of bounds to Station.
And she ain't afraid to sling that thing from 3 neither. And that's
she is
I
not.
Tell you what, you better find her if you're on the other team.
And Elena Ward back to Alondra. Off the basket support and possession.
That's probably the look they wanted. That was That was a pretty good look for sure. Good, well drawn up by Coach right there on that OB under.
And some critical possessions for Henry Clay. We've talked about the number for Station, a lot for Henry Clay now in this quarter. A one-possession Bryan Station lead, and they have the basketball.
Found her again. Let her go. It's a great look.
Rebound claimed by Brinley Dumford. It's Henry Clay. Out to Sutton. And poked away.
Bryan Station on the run. Miss Wade straight to the basket. I was going to say, probably got a little bump right there.
And back to the free throw line is Bryan Station's Akia Wade.
Good strong move. They just, she really impresses me. Her, Jefferson, Sutton, all three. They just do a really good job of attacking the rim and taking that contact and getting fouls out of it.
So Wade for one more. And Station will have a couple of subs.
This might not be a bad possession to give Miss Wade a minute. She can get that minute of playing time as well as that break between the two quarters. Good pressure from Station out on the top. Might have kicked it. She sure did. Back to Station.
Off of Ariana Sutton.
Station doing a good job of pressuring. Great sub right here by Coach. Get shooters back in. Used a couple kids to give some people breaks. And they gave good pressure up on top of their zone right there.
Got a little kid ran out on the floor.
Yeah, get him a shot. Ovation from the crowd. They want to play, Coach. Get them in there. That's good. All right, no need. If they're going to sit back like this, then you could probably just take your time right here. Take your time and get one. Henry Clay's going to let you get one. That's a great job by Miss Wade. So many kids want to pass it around. Just stand there with it. That's fine. All right, here we go. Henry Clay going to turn it up just a touch.
It's Gonzalez Perez, perhaps premature.
Just
and
a touch.
It's out of bounds to Henry Clay.
Quite a little early on that shot for Perez.
Now Henry Clay length of the floor. And Sutton into front court. A lengthy three. Wow. And that's going to take us to the fourth. Henry Clay outscored by Station by 6 in the third, and after 3, 41 Bryan Station leading on Glycod.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Back on the north side, Chris LeBar, former Scott County boys coach, Tim Glenn, our producer, Steve Bird. And a 4-point Bryan Station lead. Defenders outscored Henry Clay 13-7 in that third quarter. This is Station offense that only averages 42 on the season, so they're well on their pace to eclipsing that.
No need to get desperate. Plenty of time. Lots of things can happen in an 8-minute quarter, as we all know. And I think Henry Clay, they'll settle and get their own shots. Jeffers did same thing she did before. Just made a great move, did what she needed to, but just didn't get that dribble down quick enough. Good call by Raymond right there. That was a walk.
Londra Gonzalez-Perez up top. As Akia Wade.
Great dribble drive right there to create that rub off.
Jaden Jeffers spinning into forecourt, and Gar with some length, rejecting. Here comes Akia Wade to the basket. And Sutton with a swipe and out of bounds Station.
Great play by Sutton to get back and break that up and do it without fouling. I'll tell you, some of these girls, they've got a really good cognitive piece of the game that they're playing with. Good action on that out-of-bounds play right there.
And out of bounds, Markham causing that deflection, and then Gar on the baseline touched it.
Give that, I used to grade out each game. I would grade out and give kids. So I would give a forced turnover steal to Markham. She'd get +3 on the grade out in that regard. She forced that one herself.
Skip passes Henry Clay in the half court. And again, Gar causing some issues.
Just good and aggressive up on the ball when it's on the perimeter, but also taking away that middle drive. It's a good look for Sutton.
Lofting it in again, her 4th made 3.
I tell you, she just has such a compact little stroke. She reminds me of Diablo Stewart that played for us back over at Scott County years ago. Just real tight little shot.
Sutton now 44 made 3s on the year. In the passing lane is Ariana.
Last 5 points, down 4 and score 5 by yourself. Better pick this ball up, girls. She's going to the basket.
There's Wade, head down, and Gar with the conversion.
Back and forth we go. Another deflection by Bryan Station. Another deflection.
Gar with the kick. And Sutton with the interception. This was after her made 3.
Yeah, 5 points in a row, down 4. And now they got the ball again. Down 1 with 6 minutes to go.
Brinley Dumford will dump it in the corner to Charlie Ann Robinson.
Charlie Ann probably could have ripped through and went baseline right there. Kind of made a swipe at the ball and gave her that drive.
There is Sutton drawing a trio of defenders. Now Dumford threading the needle right into the hands of Camila Martinez-Hidalgo.
Good job in the help side.
And out of bounds as Wade touched it last.
Again, those deflections causing turnovers.
Got a Bryan Station timeout. That leaves them with 2 in a 1-point game. Defenders 43, Henry Clay 42. Be right back.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back live, 43-42. Bryan Station by 1.
Got a great game.
Great crowd on hand as well. We expect perhaps near capacity on both sidelines as Henry Clay and Bryan Station arch rivals. And the way things are looking, at least on the boys' side, a strong possibility they're going to play in the first round of the district tournament as well.
Yeah, talking about Bryan Station.
Yeah, boys, Henry Clay and Bryan Station.
Yes.
You've got Douglas as the one. If Douglas beats Sayre,
right,
then it's going to be a 2-3 matchup, Henry Clay, Bryan Station, in 2 weeks.
They, Mr. Lightfoot put the ball down on him that time. He wasn't going to wait for him to switch in and out.
Raymond's been a bit impatient tonight.
A little impatient. Well, he's got to do 2 games tonight.
Yeah, past his bedtime.
Yeah, that's right.
There's Ariana Sutton up top for Henry Clay.
Another deflection by the defenders.
Just north of 5 minutes on the north side. Station by the slimmest of margins.
That's a good job by Henry Clay, being patient. Just got to wait for something to break down. Bryan Station really playing. Another deflection. That's her shot.
Charlie Ann knocks it in.
I love that. You can tell she really works on that little short jumper.
44-43, Henry Clay.
Henry Clay staying a little closer to those 2 shooters in the game.
That one's off from Hidalgo, Martinez Hidalgo, and then she's fouled underneath.
You got to guard her and not let her get that close to the basket off the dribble. And then you definitely can't give that rebound up if she gets it off and had to miss.
A possession underneath. As that was the first foul for either team in this quarter.
Wide open.
Elena Ward.
It's a tough shot, though.
And poked all the way down. That's Brinley Dumford that runs it down and fumbled out, and it's going to belong to Henry Clay.
You know, that's a tough shot. If she pops out to the corner, she's going in the direct opposite direction of which she's got to shoot. You know, some kids don't realize that. Man, that's one of the toughest shots in basketball, to be moving away from it, catch it, have to reposition yourself, turn around and shoot it in.
Sutton to float it in. Dumford, boy, she's a volume shooter tonight. Has made 1 thus far. Run underneath Martinez Hidalgo, and she is fouled by Sutton racing down the floor.
Good job of getting to the rim, getting it. Sometimes you just got to get it off the glass quick and then take your foul, and that's what, you know, she didn't deter herself away from the path. Again, staying away from contact and whatnot, and she'll get 2 free throws for it.
Boy, that one hit all the rim. And it's Camilla, 5'2" sophomore. Martinez Hidalgo back for 1 more, trying to tie this game at the 4:06 mark. Rebound snared underneath by Station.
Great
that was
rebound.
Sophia Haggard.
Got a box up the lane. I mean, Sutton, she's had her hand on a lot of basketballs right up there in the front court like that.
Now Sutton launching a 3 from Robinson, and it twirls out. Station perhaps dodged a bullet there, and now a turnover. It's Brinley Dumford with the left,
That's
knocks it in.
Move. Tough move. Didn't break down. Defender was coming towards her, and she realized that, and she just sped up, went right by and laid it in, and they couldn't change directions fast enough.
Great take by Dumford to lead at 3. In a critical possession for Station. On the curl, that's Akia Wade, and she's going to be called, rather Henry Clay will be called for the foul.
Stacy's done a good job. That play's been very beneficial for them tonight. Where Wade catches it on that second handoff and comes off that thing on the dribble with her strong right hand going straight downhill.
It's like possession underneath for Station.
Yeah, I don't believe she was shooting yet.
Big possession here is Elena Ward. Back to Gonzalez Perez. Tie game.
They needed it. Again, drawn up play by coach right there. Had actually 2 shooters with 2 opportunities. They're 2 best shooters with 2 opportunities. And Perez.
Station with a turnover. There's Akia Wade. And Sutton, with a grab.
It was.
Fourth team foul on Henry Clay. 2:49 in the quarter. Station yet to commit a personal.
Wow. That could be, in a tight ball game, that could be really big.
And Station retaking the lead.
Yeah, that could be really big. You got the next few fouls. If Station gets out 2 to 4, and Henry Clay has to start fouling, it's going to be 2 free throws every time.
Got a Henry Clay timeout, or do we? Got a whistle. I assumed it was a timeout, but it will not be.
Might need to check a light over again. Check their arrow light, make sure it's going the right way.
2:40 left. There's Jaden Jeffers, been scoreless in this fourth quarter. Double-figure points in the first half.
Sure. She's been a little quiet. She's had a couple looks. It's good. Nobody's wanting to be. There's a good gap. Just like to see Sutton drive up in there. There you go. Now you got to start reeling those kids in from the. There's your timeout. Probably needed one. Looked a little discombobulated.
We're going to extend it to a full. Got a 2-point ball game on Glycon. We'll be back in just a moment.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
A big timeout for Henry Clay. 2-point game with just over 2 minutes left to play.
It's a good timeout right there. Get your bearings about you and get the shot you want. Oh, what a great give and go. Nice job.
Ariana Sutton with a slip and score. And how about Ashley Gerard calling timeout to get that play?
That's a great call. Good job by Coach, because sometimes you get a shot you don't want right there. Henry Clay's got to remember, and if they foul, they put them on the line. Getting real good and aggressive here, but
there's Akia Wade. Dribbled right off all that length by Markham. We got a held ball. And a quick kick, apparently, is the call from the far side official. A kick. Wow. And the arrow, Henry Clay. That one really didn't play out very long.
I thought maybe somebody had it in their hand and somebody kicked it, because it looked like somebody had it in the possession of their hand. And that still, I guess, would entail a kick ball.
Tie game at 1:38 left.
Still get it. Oh, my goodness.
A deep one from Sutton. How about Markham on the glass?
There's
Charlie Ann for 2.
Little short score. You got to have that. That's a good piece to have in your team. Now Bryan Station again. Henry Clay back to the man-to-man. Make sure you find your switches.
Wonderful execution.
Great job. Now Henry Clay, you got to get a good shot right here.
Nicoya Gar from Alondra Gonzalez Perez, and we're tied under a minute. And Henry Clay, timeout. Both teams now with 2. And Tim, I'm not sure you could ever execute a half-court play better than this one for Station.
That was just a great look and a great pass. Really wasn't a whole lot of room for error on that pass either from Perez. But a good catch and finish. Keep it high. Finish with the left hand.
Final district game, regular season for both these teams.
Another good call by Henry Clay right there to, 50 seconds left, score tied. Again, you don't know how many possessions is going to take place right here. If they do score, you got to remember Bryan Station is in the bonus. They're in that double bonus, and Henry Clay's got to play solid in front of them, make them score over top, cover out and find those shooters. But even if they don't score, they got to do that same thing. Yeah, it's been a really, really, really nice girls basketball game. A good opener. Good opener tonight on this Friday.
Well, if the boys game is halfway as competitive as this one is, we're in for two treats.
Man, it's gonna be something else. I can sleep good this evening.
So what's the play here for Henry Clay in a tie game late?
Man, it's a shame you couldn't have ran that little give and go back to Sutton again. But I think, too, you can make Station get to a point where they're going to start scrambling. You're going to have to be careful with that cross-court bounce pass. Sure enough, unbelievable. I think right there Henry Clay made the mistake of trying to hold it rather than trying to score with it. That sometimes can bite you. Let's see what kind of pressure Henry Clay is going to put on.
And Station, we're going to keep things here. Station calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And perhaps the final possession of regulation. 23.2 left.
I would say that you are probably right. I would say Henry Clay, unless it might not be a bad idea, but the only thing is if you trap those guys, those girls, you try to get it out of Wade's hands, you may leave one of those shooters open. And you know well as I do, if they get a good look, they're going to let it go, and that could be bad for Henry Clay to leave one of those in a wide open spot with just a few seconds remaining.
Well, and for the most part, offensive rebounds haven't really been a factor tonight for Bryan Station, but you can't rule that out as well.
Can't rule it out. You're going to have to box out when that ball does go out. That's exactly right, Chris. And that, in these times right here, so many games you see one on a missed shot, where a shot's taken, a couple seconds left, somebody rebounds it and just puts it back in. And, you're going to have to box out and try to prevent that sort of thing from happening. But I think, in this situation, if they can just get it to that point, they've had good success with that kind of handoff exchange type of play where Wade gets that ball going downhill and gets that middle drive. Have your shooters out there waiting and either let her take it on or find a shooter.
4 Henry Clay fouls, one more puts Station at the line. There's Wade spinning. And a takeaway.
Defensive play.
Jaden Jeffers rips it away for Henry Clay, and a foul at the other end.
I couldn't see. I thought she really attacked it well, and the defender got over there. There could have been a little bit of a block more than anything as far as with the hands. But down here on this end with Bryan Station, on Wade's drive, that was a great defensive play right there. Great defensive play by Jeffers. Jeffers will have 2, 14 seconds remaining.
You've got Markham at one of the interior rebounding spots for Henry Clay, and she has certainly shown the propensity to attack the offensive glass.
Jeffers' first point of the second half?
I believe so. When you go back to the defensive play as well, she played so well in the first half with double-figure points.
Yep. All right, good and solid on defense right here. A little full-court pressure. Oh, she took it.
And Sutton steps on the sideline.
Had to be careful. That could have been bad because she went for that ball and kind of bumped, if you would, Wade out of the way. That could have gave her two free throws.
The Station still has a timeout left.
Henry Clay, got to remember, no unnecessary fouls right here.
Gonzalez Perez.
It's a good look.
Ward a 3. And the rebound gobbled up by Markham. Ward puts it up and in. And we're going to go to overtime.
There it is, a missed shot. Missed shot, and they pick it up.
Let's take one more look. That was very tight, but the follow by Elena Ward. We're going to let this replay begin
Right
from
here.
the outset.
On the drive, Perez gets it turned and gets going downhill. It's a great look for another good shooter. Got her own rebound. Wow. Great job staying with the play. She could have stayed out there. You know what? That's just a good testimony to that young lady. You stay with the play till it's over.
Well, these two teams met 3 weeks ago, 62-59. Henry Clay a winner. Tonight it's going to take at least 4 additional minutes. Well, both teams going to get an additional timeout. And, of course, fouls, they're going to stay the same. So OT, an extension of the fourth quarter. So
How
4 Henry Clay fouls, 1 for Bryan Station.
How has Wade came out of the game at all? She hasn't, has she?
I don't recall Akia Wade.
She has.
We talked about that in the first half, really the need for her to play the entirety tonight. And for Station, again, only 5 wins on the year, but if these guys can find a way to win this one, the wonder it could do for their confidence.
Sure, great for the postseason, and you just don't know. You just don't know what could happen.
So glad you joined us tonight on Glycod. Boys will tip later. Right now, we've got girls action. We're going to overtime. Jeffers floating.
Good
and
D.
a rebound underneath, secured by Sophia Haggard of Station. There's Akia Wade. And that's the game plan, right, Tim? Just plow it to the basket.
Plow it to the basket. Maybe that one might have got a little out of control, but Henry Clay had a person in the offside. I'm not sure. I think it was Dumford that was kind of out of position, if you will. And that would have been a great time to get one of those charges that we spoke of earlier.
So Akia Wade made her last 2. And Station by 1 once again. Well, this game has had a little bit of everything. It's had tremendous plays on all phases for Ariana Sutton, for Henry Clay, and, of course, for Bryan Station.
2 good strokes right there, man.
A lot of made threes tonight for them.
Good patience. Bryan Station still got it extended out, trying to get those deflections that caused so many opportunities for them late in that second half.
Long 3. That's short from Sutton, and Gar sneaking in for the Station rebound.
It's a great job. Great defensive play right there for Bryan Station. Just kind of letting them determine their own fate. Bryan Station needs to get it going downhill, or they need to get these shooters with a good look.
Well, a chance for Station to go up 2 scores in overtime.
Yeah, that can be big. You know how it is. And they also have that foul count to their advantage. Great look. Oh, turn and score it there, young lady.
Well, Gar gobbles it up, though, and back to Gonzalez-Perez.
Good patience. Yeah, that's a great drive.
Akia Wade floating it to Gar. It's out of bounds.
I'll say this. Did you notice, I would say, Coach, over there, the Blue Devils, Miss Jeffers, she stepped up. She was getting ready to take a charge right there. She saw Miss Wade coming strong to the basket. She kind of set up to get that right before she dropped it off. And they're going to have to look to get some of that done. The boys are going to have to do that as well.
Raymond Lightfoot going to stop play as Station makes a quick sub. And Elena Ward, thus far, the play of the night, the putback at 0-0 to force overtime, and Sutton picking up the Henry Clay foul.
Yep, got her out of position. Could have had that charge right there again. Was in position, but just didn't set up so that she could take it.
Station a 58% free throw shooting team.
That was big. You got to have these free throws down the stretch.
As Elena Ward makes it a 3-point Bryan Station lead.
I look for Henry Clay to answer.
Henry Clay, still 3 timeouts
Great trap.
left.
Oh.
Great pass underneath. Jeffers puts it in.
That's really nice. Really good positioning, good penetrate with the ball. Henry Clay back to that man-to-man.
Wade chiseling her way. It trickles short. And the rebound right in the hands of Haggard.
Yep, that's a good call by Hammond. That really is a good call, because she had to rebound outright, had took off with it with a path, and she reached in and got her.
They have a Bryan Station foul.
Bryan Station fans didn't want it to be, but it was. It was a foul.
The script still being written as Henry Clay looking for the lead in overtime.
Got Sutton out of the game right now.
Again, Henry Clay with 3 timeouts with 1:27 left.
Yep. Don't have to take a bad one.
And Station with a common foul. It's only their 3rd, and so Sutton going to take a seat right now on that Henry Clay bench.
Yeah.
Jade Jeffers will inbound.
A lot of things have went through her.
Well, the
Jeffers.
player foul count not working. She might have 4 fouls.
She may have it.
She has certainly been called with great regularity with fouls this evening. At the elbow is Henry Clay. That's Charlie-Ann Robinson, lofts it long. Wade collecting the rebound as we slide under 1 minute.
Station up 1. Don't play to hold. If you get one, you need to take it. If they foul her, she's going to go. She get 2 free throws. Got to count. Got to count.
Great timeout by Serena
Great
Sandusky.
Timeout. Yep, great timeout.
Full timeout. We're going to keep things here, but Tim, you've been in that circumstance before. Your mental clock, that's ticking, is it not, throughout that play?
Yeah, it is, and you've got to keep a track of that. As a coach, you definitely have to, but also as a player. I've seen players that are very good at doing that as well, and being able to pick that dribble up, add some more time. But what I say, you hate to see teams to just put it in one person's hand and just try to dribble it out. Wade does a good job with it, but what I say is have some spacing so that they're going to be able to, if they need to dribble in that gap and relieve it, you can dribble in the gap, relieve the pressure, and kind of do some things with it like that. But I think keeping it in Wade's hand as much as you can, she's been pretty solid on that free throw line in this second half.
We'll reset things for you. 5 fouls for Henry Clay, 3 for Bryan Station. Station only 1 timeout left. Henry Clay with 3, the arrow in Station's favor. Elena Ward, a putback on an offensive rebound. It 0-0 in regulation to force the extra frame. And Station will possess the ball out of the timeout with a 1-point lead.
And they have that foul advantage like we mentioned earlier.
Oh, right through Wade, able to grab it though.
Very tough.
Akia Wade driving in. Gonzalez.
I thought she might jack that thing. That's good. That's good on her part. I'm sure she's a great free throw shooter, but just very good composure because I don't know that I would have blamed her. I believe I'd have took it. I don't know. Sometimes holding on to it, you can get rid of it. She hits a three right there. That's a dagger.
Played so well tonight.
Oh, just short.
69% free throw shooter. Now Station has missed 2 from the line. Mm-hmm. They missed 2 of their last 3.
That's big. Need this one. Got a sub for defense right here.
And Henry Clay still has Ariana Sutton on the sideline.
I'd say Perez needs to stay up close to the top of that bench. It'll be offense to defense for her.
Blue Devils, 3 timeouts.
I mean, Bryan Station doing a great job of positioning.
Nicoya Gar with the deflection. There's Sophia Haggard. And Henry Clay, no other recourse but to commit a foul.
She can lay 2 of them in right here. That'd be big.
Gar has made some really impressive and important defensive plays tonight with that length.
And that was great team defense right there. The whole team was positioned so well in the help side on the ball, making that ball get lobbed into the air. Miss Wade, solid from the line. If she gets one more right here, Bryan Station just needs to be really good and solid on defense.
And Henry Clay now will call timeout. 58-54. We're back in 30 seconds on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
With Fast Signs, create striking custom visuals that inspire pride district-wide. Fast Signs, make your statement.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
4-point Bryan Station lead. 10.5 seconds left. And it will be Henry Clay ball against Station. 5-17 coming in. Winless in the district. But what a huge win this would be against their arch rival, Henry Clay.
We talked about that coming in. You know, it's a district game, late in the year. Everybody gets better. But, shoot, the daggone records, they fly right out the window when you've got a good atmosphere against a crosstown rival, and these girls know one another, and, just like these boys will when they get ready to take the floor after them.
So certainly Henry Clay not going to be able to advance the ball at the high school level, so they're going to have to move the length of the floor and score 2 possessions, barring a miracle here with 10.5.
Can't let them get it on the run.
With 8 seconds, and that's a smart foul.
That's a very smart foul.
4th foul on Bryan Station with 7.4 to play.
Now they'll have to, they had 1 to give. That's how you'd say, go ahead and say 1 to give, but now you got to play them straight up. It's a 2-possession game. You don't have to foul right here. You don't have to.
There's Jaden Jeffers driving, lofting, and poked around underneath, and Bryan Station in overtime. A winner tonight, 58-54.
Great ball game, and a great job by those defenders. The lady defenders, I know that they're very proud of their efforts here tonight.
So Bryan Station, a huge win over Henry Clay, 58-54. More coverage in just a moment.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a 4-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Final score tonight in the girls' game, a great one as Bryan Station survives in overtime, 58-54 over Henry Clay. We've got too much programming straight ahead. Tim Glenn will chat with victorious Bryan Station girls coach Serena Sandusky. We also hope to chat with a player or two as a station with a huge home win tonight, their 6th win of the season, but unquestionably their largest win as they defeat arch rival Henry Clay 58-54. We expect the boys to tip at about 7:55, so we've got some time before about a 7:55 tip, and we will certainly talk about that game in much depth coming up in a bit. But right now, it's all girls station. What a great win for them over Henry Clay again. Elena Ward, a putback on an offensive rebound at 0-0 in regulation to force overtime, and then Akia Wade with some big offensive plays, coupled with a huge defensive play by Nicoya Gar, steal and deflection on Henry Clay's final possession, enabling Station to get the huge win. We'll take a timeout, back with our Elite Building Products most outstanding players in a conversation with a jubilant head coach. Thanks for joining us tonight. More coverage in just a moment.
Bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Bryan Station victorious tonight, 58-54. Tim Glenn is with a trio of defenders. And Tim, take it away.
Welcome out again here tonight at Bryan Station. We had a wonderful opening game with Bryan Station and Henry Clay. 3 players here from Bryan Station. Girls, y'all got to like the atmosphere that happened here tonight. Great district game. Tell me what excites you for you playing in this Henry Clay district game. It's your first district win, Miss Wade, and you had a big part to do in that.
Thank you. We've been excited to get this dub. It's like a get-back dub. We wanted it, so we got it. That's what it was.
That's awesome. Great play on each of your 3 parts. I think all 3 of you were key. Tell me, what offensively did you guys do to put yourself over the top tonight?
Well, me and Alondra's dog, we're shooters for the team, and then Akaya is our main driver. So we all contribute through scoring, and then defensively, we play our parts.
Well, I tell you what, I got a question for you. Late in the game, you got that wide open 3 with a 1-point lead. I almost just said jack it right on up there. I had confidence in you, but you did right. I know Coach didn't want you to take it, but you were confident enough to hit that shot, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just trusted my teammates, and when I know that if my teammates pass me the ball, that means that they have full confidence in me. So I have to do my part and just make the shot, and luckily I was able to do that.
I know you're student section was proud of you girls tonight. You all really proud. I'm going to give you time to go celebrate. I want to talk to Coach Sandusky. Congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you so much.
We'll let Tim, Coach, and Coach Sandusky get together here in just a moment as you see the boys continuing their warm-up and a 7:55 tip.
And I know you're excited, Coach. Great district win. What an awesome basketball game. I know you're proud of your girls.
Definitely proud of our girls. We had an OT game on Tuesday, so it's a big turnaround from Tuesday for them to put it together and stay mentally locked in overtime, so I'm proud of them.
I think for me and Chris, as we watched that game tonight, the punches that y'all threw back and forth, but it was just so impressive to see how you responded as a group and then how Henry Clay responded back and forth. How's that going to grow your team coming into district?
I mean, everybody knows this season hasn't been ideal for us at all, but like I said, going into district play, it's a new season, so we're happy with our growth, and I hope they can carry this over. We're going to prepare our scouts and prepare for not next week, but the week after. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, you did a great job. You had a couple of big calls, I thought, late when it really mattered. A couple of timeouts, also some big OB underscores where you drew it up. Melandra hit a couple threes, so just a great job, Coach, and congrats on the district, and you're exactly right. Everybody's 0-0 in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Be right back after
Come
this.
back. We'll have the boys getting ready to tip off next. Thanks again for coming out on Glycod.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back live at Bryan Station High School in between games between the girls and boys there. You see Bryan Station, a huge win in overtime over Henry Clay, 58-54. Time now for tonight's Most Outstanding Players, presented by Elite Building Products. They're locally owned and committed to providing top-quality products for your next home project. Visit EliteKentucky.com or stop by their Nicholasville showroom at 242 Wilson Drive. And for Henry Clay, I think Jaden Jeffers did a lot of good things tonight for them.
She did. That was a huge play. Even, she did a lot of scoring in the first half, but right there at the end, that was just a really big play that she made to put Henry Clay in a position to win that game defensively and offensively. So, I would say definitely her for the most valuable player on Henry Clay's side.
Well, and for Bryan Station, certainly a couple that we could pick from, but I really love Gonzalez-Perez, and when they needed points, she delivered.
She did, and and just with such poise and confidence, it's good to watch kids that do that. And like you said, she's really evolved into that over the course of her career, and she's just did a great job tonight.
Boys will tip off momentarily. We'll step aside and reset the table. Should be an outstanding matchup between Henry Clay boys and Bryan Station boys. More coverage in just a moment.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Welcome back to Bryan Station High School. Bryan Station and Henry Clay tonight in the boys' encounter. Let's take a look at the updated district standings. This current is you can be Douglas and Sayre. They're also tonight on Glycod, but Bryan Station and Henry Clay, Tim, jockeying really for that 2 and 3 spot, and really could be a replay of the district semifinal in a couple of weeks.
Very, very well. Probably at this point, probably will be. But who knows? I've told you before, sometimes this district here has been renowned for having to have coin flips because of ties and all those types of things. So just really neck and neck in a lot of ways, especially this year.
These programs so familiar with one another. Series information since '97. Of course, they play at least twice a year. Henry Clay leading pretty much 2-1, but Station victorious last month by 8, 64-56. We'll take a quick timeout. Live basketball in just a moment. It's Henry Clay and Bryan Station. We'll be back after this.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for the real world. College for your world. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville. Movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky, Community Action Council, New Vista, Tech 24, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Fast Signs. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Alongside Tim Glenn, I'm Chris LeBar, and welcome back to the north side. It's Henry Clay and Bryan Station. Now for your starting lineups, presented by our great friends at Roosters. Visit any of their 3 Central Kentucky locations or order online at roosterswings.com. Kason Brown, Cade Highlander, A.J. Dixon, Jackson Steffen, Hassan Bush, the expected starter. Steffen leading Henry Clay in both points and rebounds at 18 and 8. Starting 5 for Station, we expect to see Amari Owens, Justin Richmond, Rashad Faulkner, Tayshawn Adams, and Antoine Burton. Owens, second leading scorer in the 11th region at 23 points per game, but Tim did not play in their last loss versus Danville Christian.
Yeah, not sure. I never did hear the exact of why he didn't play, but again, you know, he's very skilled, very talented young man, really has a knack for scoring. We've spoke on it in here before, and I think that's one of the keys for Coach Brown. They got to know where he is. I mean, a lot of things go through him, and even when he misses, his misses are good, easy pickups for his teammates because he draws so much attention.
There you see head coach Daniel Brown of Henry Clay, his 19th season, over 400 career wins. And our second look tonight at the 3 officials. They went game 1. Now they're going to work the nightcap. Lightfoot, Williams, and David Hammond.
If they're going to work it, we might as well work it as well.
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do 3 tonight.
Yeah. We'll find us another one.
So glad you joined us on Glycod. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. We bring you the best and most positive high school athletics in Central Kentucky. And deflected out of bounds and possession early to Station.
Oh, wow. They got the tip right there. Amari really forced that turnover.
So Amari Owens shadowed up top. It's great to see A.J. Dixon back for Henry Clay. He's at the teeth of that defense. Dixon missed 9 games with an injury earlier this year.
I saw him early on when they played Western Hills. We called that game over there, second or third game of the year. Man, he did a lot in that game. And I knew when they lost him, that was going to hurt him for a little bit. But that always can make your teams better for sure.
Shot up by Adams and a foul underneath.
He's just so tough down there, man. He's just really, really tough. when Adams is just such a rebounding force, and the way that he is a part of that offensive piece of Bryan Station. Adams is such a great offensive rebounder that it just leads right to 2 points a lot of times.
So Tayshawn Adams, a couple of free throws. There's Coach Brown getting an explanation from David Hammond. As Adams.
Well, I need to call Coach Brown, tell him he needs to rebound that first ball, and then that way Adams doesn't get a chance at it. That's he got it right under the goal and did a good job of powering back up with it.
And Tayshawn, great ball game on Tuesday in the win at Scott County, 20 points and 7 rebounds.
Yeah, he's a good piece of their offense, the way he has a nose for the ball and going to score it. Comes Bryan Station's pressure. Again, just talking about being able to limit some turnovers. Good deflection right there, but they're going to disrupt. A lot of disruption. Switching out right now, man-to-man defense.
Jackson Steffen hoisting a three. A nice rebound, Rashad Faulkner. Bryan Station as the defenders by one, just over a minute gone by.
Bryan Station showing some good patience in both of their first possessions here. Not been doing anything hasty.
There's Rashad Faulkner along with that three in Bush, his specialty on the backboard.
Just as I said that, though, they got a little hasty with that shot right there. I don't know.
There's Jackson Steffen back to Cade Highlander, and that swirls out. Steffen on the backboard, and Burton denying the putback. It will belong underneath to Henry Clay.
Great rebound by Steffen, taking it back up. Burton's length, he's just so long. He stands at about 6'4", but plays 6'6", 6'7".
And that's going to be banked in by Hassan Bush.
Bank's open. 8 o'clock, it's still open.
Bush, a 28% three-point shooter, has given Henry Clay a 3-1 lead.
You know, it don't matter as long as it goes in, Chris. And sometimes you just got to get it up there and make it go in.
Mari Owens swerving in for two.
Swerves and weaves and bobs, and again, he's got a knack for it.
Tied at 3 as Owens connecting on an early Bryan Station field goal. And now Richmond applying pressure up top to Kason Brown. Now Brown launches a high arcing three. The rebound catapults out to Faulkner.
This is where Henry Clay's got to get back.
Rashad Faulkner spins in the corner to Richmond.
Good entry.
Burton attacking.
Amari, good job of being patient right there. That's good.
Underneath Tayshawn Adams, nice gather. And out of bounds.
Pick that up, young man. You got to power that up right there. He had it where he wanted it. Great entry by Amari. You know, when Amari was younger, he would have grabbed that ball and shot that three. Inside out three, catch and shoot. But that's good patience by him, and he really got the ball where Station needed it.
Into forecourt, into the midst of Kason Brown, who's quietly having a great senior season. Brown draining a
right on cue. Nothing but the nylon.
That's his 59th made three of the year.
Nothing better when it goes straight through, I can tell you that.
There's Justin Richmond at the elbow. Richmond kniving in, lofting long, and Burton too much length. The rebound dug out by Dixon. And out of bounds. Yep. Henry Clay.
Good call by Andre over there. So many referees sometimes are so quick to call that walk or that slide is legal. They can catch that ball and slide with it as long as they don't roll over. And he did a good job of keeping that ball in play for Henry Clay.
There's Jackson Steffen underneath Highlander.
Great pass. Highlander does so much off the ball.
That's going to be off from Amari, and the rebound scooped up by Bush. And Henry Clay for the second game this week off to a nice beginning. Highlander is long. And the rebound out to Justin Richmond.
Transition points. Now they're going to get them sped up a little bit here, but boy, they've done a good job of, yeah, they did, cause that from being in the right spot. Stephen kind of hesitated before he put his dribble down and took an extra step, called him for the walk.
To Jordan Axum on for Bryan Station, donning number 14. Also, Monte Ashford.
Champ's always won. He's not afraid to sub. He keeps these guys fresh.
And due to a couple of injuries last week, he went even deeper down that bench as Owens a strong acceleration to the basket.
Again, I think Amari's always been a good driver, but boy, just early on, he really settled a lot. You know, freshman, sophomore year, he settled a lot for those three-point shots. Man, he's just such a force to be reckoned with when he drives the ball. That he drives it 2 or 3 times, he's going to get plenty of wide open threes.
You see Daniel Brown conversing with Raymond Lightfoot. They're not talking about their dinner last night at Giuseppe's.
No, he ain't giving up no fishing holes or nothing while he's talking about that.
8-7. And good to see Amari knock down a couple of free throws. As you watched all season, you know that's been a bit of a weakness for him.
Yep. And, you know, with his hands, you know it's going to come. Sometimes it's just even like a...
And Stephen powering it in, plus a foul.
He's so poised when he drives it. He's just under control. He seems under control even when he's out of control, Stephen does. And a lot of good players have that quality, but he's going to be really good. I think he's going to even be a lot better player down the road when he goes to that next level and plays.
Jackson only a junior. An 11-7 Henry Clay beginning. 4.5 minutes elapsed from the north side. Ashford. Over now to Owens for Station as Owens angling baseline, and he's going to draw a lot of attention.
That is a nice, good set good patience by Bryan Station. Very attacking, seeing what options they have.
And Owens and Stephen deflecting that shot attempt. There's A.J. Dixon.
They've done a good job getting the ball in the middle on that press.
Adams applying some length in the grill of Kaysen Brown. Now Fawn out. Kaysen well off the mark there. It's out of the midst of Hassan Bush. And there's Amari Owens floating and rolling it in.
Really got that 1-2-1-1 here now. They're trying to really try to trap. But Henry Clay doing a great job of just kind of playing keep away and then hitting that middle and going.
Owens with a half dozen. There's A.J. Dixon. And Brunley Fawn, I believe, called for the foul.
Don't know. He must have got him on the wrist just a touch.
So 2 free throws looming for A.J. Dixon. 18 on Tuesday and a big win versus the Broncos.
The thing that makes that happen for Dixon is getting 2 feet down there deep in the paint. And even though kind of got him stopped up and he faked, got one defender out of the way, he got 2 free throws rewarded to him because he got where he did.
Henry Clay's first sub, Trevor Evans in. Cade Highlander shuttles out as the Blue Devils, they've got a chance this week, Tim, to pull off a pair of top 10 wins.
2 big wins.
Wow.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5 wins.
Jordan Axum on the handle of Station. Down 4, 6 minutes deep. There's Amari Owens flinging a 3, and he's fouled on the Evans closeout.
Sure did. Even though that was contested, that was probably still the way he caught that and to shoot it, and that was still probably a good shot for him to get that off. Just really kind of a bad contest in the way he jumped into him.
So Owens 2 of 2, back 2 more from the foul line.
They give him 2 or 3 on this one.
Oh, I believe he's got...
yeah, I believe he's got 2 more.
He sure does. Yep. So Amari, how about that? Good for him. 4 for 4 to start this game from the foul line.
Good scores. They're called free throws for a reason. That's free points, man. You got to get where you can knock them things down.
That's going to roll around the horn and dip out.
Did.
Station's ball.
Adams stayed with it. His length gave Stephen a problem in hauling that ball in. OB underplay.
There's a 3 on the inbound off from Monte Ashford, and Trevor Evans gobbles up the rebound. And how about Brown lofting it to Bush? And Bush!
Tough. Probably could have shot it off the lob, and they just decided to take it to the other side there.
Hassan Bush now with 5. There's Antoine Burton fumbling it over to Ashford.
Pretty good take by Burton.
Adams steering in a big 3.
Needed that. All right, adjusting on their zone press. They're going 2-2-1 now. Just a different look. More of a slowdown. Trying to get you in a trap situation right on the sideline. Past half court. Henry Clay doing a good job.
A.J. Dixon with a response.
A.J. Dixon said, "Get me back in here, coach. Keep me in the mix. I'm feeling better."
There's Owens trickling it short, and Trevor Evans, hair on fire. Jackson Stephen a 3. And Evans a little bit late. He'll be called for his second foul.
Good rebound. Way to hang on to that thing. Tough with it by I guess Davis was that time.
There's A.J. Dixon's big 3. Is Henry Clay. A very impressive start to this game.
Again, kind of like that girls' game, though. It's a trading licks kind of deal.
And out of bounds to Bryan Station.
Trying to isolate Adams on the block that time.
And now Station.
20 seconds, got to count.
And fumbled over to A.J. Dixon. As Dixon lofting it, and Adams able to block that back. And Richmond under 10. Axum finding Ashford, mid-range jumper. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Henry Clay on top of Bryan Station, 18-14. We'll step aside. More coverage coming up after this.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a four-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back live as head coach JT Haskins being introduced to the Bryan Station faithful here as we welcome you back to the Central Kentucky High School basketball game here on Friday night on Glycod. 18-14, Tim, and Henry Clay, a really solid start.
Solid start. They, attacking the rim well. Got hit threes and then rebounding the ball. And what impressed me is how well they've taken care of the ball. Limited turnovers, which Bryan Station, I feel like they're going to have to get some of those forced that's going to lead to some baskets. I think that's going to be a key for them this evening. You know, they keep pressuring. If you do that, they may not turn it over now, but, you know, to go a whole entire game, they're just going to have to capitalize on some of those if they can.
So station ball, Amari Owens with 7 first-quarter points. 4-4 from the foul line.
Henry Clay sitting in the... No, just playing a soft man, if you will.
As Adams veering left, and Bush with the denial. And a Henry Clay foul.
Wow. I tell you, Stephen really getting after Adams right there. In the past couple of years, Adams hadn't been able to do that. Adams did a great job of just ripping through and being tough with the basketball, attacking the rim.
Free throw rattles out, so one more free throw for Tayshaun.
If he had half a window, he's going to put that one home right there, but Bush let him go 1 or 2 there. Just a straight man press this time. Champ's always done a good job of that, just switching around, constant pressure, but different types.
Woven back to Trevor Evans. And Keeson Brown launches one. The rebound gobbled up by Antoine Burton over to Owens. Faulkner flings a 3. Justin Richmond had it ripped away. That's A.J. Dixon on the steal for Henry Clay.
Good hands by Dixon.
And Dixon diving on the deck.
Yeah, he did. There's that case where he can dive on it, but you can't roll over with it. So when he started his slide, he rolled. But good job by Bryan Station getting hands on that ball in the drive.
As Owens handle it up top, trying to blow by Evans, and he will as Owens angles it in.
Boy, he really elevated that time. Up by the rim when he scored that ball. He looked like his daddy back in the day on that. Antonio, his dad, was up by that rim.
A.J. Dixon into front court. Skip pass underneath. There's Jackson Stephen. And Faulkner out with it for Station.
Faulkner broke that up.
As Owens muscles it through, and a Bryan Station opportunity at the foul line, and Jackson Stephen called for the personal.
He sure did. And, you know, it's kind of like, did he really foul him right there? But, you know, Stephen's hands were out in front. And you get a piece of that arm right there, he's going to shoot free throws.
So the first miss for Owens. And Station will sub back in Brunley Fun as Tayshaun Adams shuttles out.
Tied it up. .30
Henry Clay, quick pause. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Glycod.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Bryan Station with the first 4 of this second quarter, tied at 18.
Pretty good pace. Both teams, you know, it's just impressive. This Bryan Station team, they're very deliberate at times, a little more so than what you've seen them be. So.
As A.J. Dixon working opposite Justin Richmond. Onto the floor for the first time is Noah Jones for Henry Clay. He'll wear number 14. And a blocking foul And the first foul this quarter on Station.
That's on Owens. He kind of trailed the cutter that time, and Brown was trying to run him off another cutter, another Henry Clay cutter, and when he did, Owens tried to slide through, and they caught him for the block.
Under 6 minutes now in the half. Here's Kaysen Brown, 1 of 3 now. Make it 2 of 4 from 3. Brown with 6, and Henry Clay their first basket of the second quarter.
That's a big basket for him. That's good. Kaysen always looking for an open look.
Justin Richmond dumps it down low. There's Burton. And Dixon in the thick of it for Henry Clay. And a foul underneath on the Blue Devils.
Good patience by Burton, drawing a crowd, received it twice, made a dribble move, didn't like it, and was putting it back out. That opens up a lot of opportunities.
3 Blue Devil fouls now in this second quarter. Nice snipe by Adams. As Owens, a deep 3, and off the basket support, and a dead ball back to Henry Clay.
Got the tape up there, got the belt. Oh, don't run out of the play.
Dixon underneath, lost the handlers. Justin Richmond pressing the pace for Station, and he'll roll it in.
It's a great move. Great move. Nobody really got in front of him.
Richmond now with 4. And Henry Clay back on top by 1 now. Great overplays. Adams finding Richmond. Little hesitation.
Oh.
And out of bounds
That's
to the Blue Devils.
Pass. It sure was. Great move by Richmond to get the ball where he wanted it right there. Little shot fake. Got to hesitate. Went past him, got in the lane. It was going to be a layup for Amari, but I think he tried to shoot it before he caught it.
Cade Highlander, been a great addition to this Henry Clay team. Transfer for his senior season from Bourbon County High School. There's Evans angling left and denied by Tayshawn. There's Faulkner. Rashad lost the handling. Brown had something to do with that. Kaysen dumps it down low.
Great
Highlander
pass.
fills and completes.
Oh my gosh. Highlander's always running to that rim. Good basketball right
There's
there.
Owens getting his own and poked away.
Yep.
Highlander called for the foul.
Coach Brown's going to have to be careful over there. I know Andre, he'll give you 1 or 2 times, but I don't know. That's one of those things, too. Again, he got a couple of rebounds that gave him second chance on that thing. He did get it blocked on the top of his head. Amari with another free throw.
Yeah, you can tell by body language that Daniel didn't really agree with that call.
No.
And that one is off as Adams watches it trickle out of bounds. It's going to stay with the defenders.
So many times you get guys that just step straight in rather than stepping up the lane. I always had a coach over in college there, and he would yell it every time, up the lane, up the lane. Bush back in.
As Richmond nudges it in, there's Adams, a deep one. Poked around, and a rebound secured by Jackson Steffen of Henry Clay. Under 4 minutes, first half. Blue Devils by 2. Kaysen Brown angling left, has a stride. Crafty pass to Dixon. And A.J. Long with that one. And out of bounds off of a poking Jackson Steffen. Blue Devils going to go into their bench. Jones and Evans come in.
That was the right call. Station with a chance to tie or take the lead right here. Henry Clay switched over on him. Probably play the last half of this thing in this zone right here to see if we make them hit a couple from the outside.
As Justin Richmond lofts it underneath. Nice catch.
Great
by
catch.
Adams. And out
Sure
of bounds. Could be Bryan Station ball.
Great look right there. It's really kind of set up by the Station. They knew what they were doing, knew what they were looking for, and I wonder what they were doing, and all of a sudden he just had him sealed up the lane just a little bit far and lobbed to him.
As Justin Richmond angles it in underneath. Owens in the crease and a foul.
Sure did. Great call by Coach Ligon right there. Great call.
You have to love, as a coach, Tim, those successful scores on an out-of-bounds play.
Man, that was one thing. Coach Hicks he always allowed me to call out-of-bounds plays, and I just took a lot of pride in trying to get points out of that, because you got to realize, man, that you got a really good opportunity with OB under.
Station by 1, under 3, first half. The girls' game won by Bryan Station in overtime. This one also well and evenly played. Jackson Steffen off with that long 3. And it will be Henry Clay possession underneath. As Kason Brown to float it in play underneath in his senior season.
Good look on Steffen's part that time. Good job pursuing the rebound by the Blue Devils.
A.J. Dixon. Jackson Steffen flips it in the corner. Great reversal to Kason. Got it!
Good extra pass. Extra pass gives a lot more time sometimes, and in that regard it did, and that's another one of them puppies going straight through, buddy.
Kason Brown with 9. Bryan Station has watched Henry Clay drain 5 first half threes.
That's a majority of their points, Chris.
It is. Jordan Axum tries to answer. And
look.
Nice rebound by Cade Highlander. He has played very well tonight. A.J. Dixon tries his luck.
Yeah! Another one. I think he's 2 for 2. So that's 18 of their 29.
Station off the mark. Evans lost it, and Highlander to the deck first. Now Axum there.
You can't react that way.
Yeah, we might got the 3 officials conversing. The call on the floor was a held ball. Let's take another look at.
I think they got him for a foul. Jumping on. He went over top. That's the correct call because he dove on top of the Station player who had the ball. I think Axum had the ball on the floor. No.
Champ Ligon not at all happy with that. And possession, Henry Clay.
I'm going to be honest with you, Chris. I ain't got no idea what they called.
Now the arrow was Henry Clay, so
okay.
There's Axum out with it. And Owens lost the handle as well. There's A.J. Dixon. Plus a foul.
That's a tough play. Good finish. Dixon a little longer than what he appears. And I'll tell you what, that right there was a good finish at the rim. Going through the contact. Henry Clay Probably won't press here in behind this free throw. Might not be a bad time with the last minute 14. Champ wants a timeout. He wants to talk about it.
We'll take a 30-second break. Henry Clay enjoying their longest lead at 7. Back after this.
Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
A.J. Dixon trying to complete the three-point play. A.J. with 8 first-half points. Kason Brown has 9. Hassan Bush 5. Highlander 4. It's been a team effort for Henry Clay, coming off a big Tuesday night win, and they have not had a letdown tonight. Rebound snared by Antoine Burton.
Got that middle wide open. Adams doing a good job of working it elbow to elbow.
There's Burton, baseline. Crafty pass underneath Faulkner. Faulkner pull up. Got it!
Tough play right there.
Rashad's first field goal. And Henry Clay in the balance of this second quarter. And Henry Clay looks like they're going to try to hang on to it for one final possession, and who can blame them?
No, that's what I'd do. Hope for one right here. And Station's really kind of letting them. Burton thought about running the trap. Champ just said, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Play them solid. Just get you a stop, this defensive.
And Brown had that ball trickle off his foot at 3. Richmond, three-quarter court heave. And that's going to take us to half. Henry Clay on top, 31-26 over Bryan Station. We'll step aside, more coverage right after this timeout. You're watching Glycod.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Mathnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Mathnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Mathnasium, we're changing lives through math.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, sponsor of tonight's Scholar Athlete. Mathnasium unlocks the math potential in every child.
Back at Bryan Station High School on the north side, halftime, Henry Clay leading Bryan Station 31-26. I'm Chris LaBar alongside former Scott County Boys head coach Tim Glenn. And Henry Clay, they certainly have not had a letdown after their big Tuesday win over Douglas.
No, they still playing championship basketball, looks like to me. They're really kind of grooved in. I think Dixon coming back's probably really helped them, and he's probably still getting better and back in the fold. And I know he had that, I guess, a foot injury that kept him out for quite so many weeks there. And but it's probably made their team better by not having him.
Bryan Station just looks a little bit out of sorts.
At times they do, but I do appreciate their patience because, again, I think that was one of the keys that I thought for this evening was, you know, Henry Clay does do a good job of positioning and staying in front of you, and, you know, they make you kind of take shots that they want you to take. When I say, I don't think Station really settled for really bad shots or anything else, and they've got the ball going to the rim. Amari's doing a good job of getting where he needs to be, and they're rebounding, using their bigs the way I've seen them doing in the past. So they're executing. They're still in the ball game. I think it's going to be a dandy right down to the end.
Take a look at the district standings. Not sure if you've seen at the bottom of the screen, but Douglas well on their way, it appears, versus Sayre. So that means that Douglas is going to have the 1 seed in the district tournament. And regardless of outcome tonight, we're going to see these two teams in the semifinal in the district tournament.
Yeah, that 2-3 game is big. You know, and it's so, I've told you before, it's so interesting the amount of times that the winner of that 2-3 game wins the district. You know, it's just, sometimes the winner of that 2-3 games just gets out of there, and then that winner of the 2-3 is the one that wins the region. And so, I mean, it's just happened in so many instances throughout the course of the 42nd district over the past few years, if you check it.
This district is, and everybody knows it is just so strong. And even, you know, Sayre, as a 4 seed, they've got every bit of ability to have some good quality wins if they were in a different district.
If they were in a different district, but still yet, they still, you know, you cannot count them out. We saw them the other day against Frederick Douglass, did a great job, put 5-6 point game and played them tough down to the wire. And they show that they're contenders in the district. You can be a 4 seed or 5 seed, whatever. But, I mean, you know, when the ball gets tipped up, you still got to beat them, that's for sure.
District tournament coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll have it for you on Glycod. Just should be an outstanding week as we get ready for the postseason here on Glycod. Henry Clay by 5 at the half. Second half coming up next right after this timeout.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the night owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a four-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Central Kentucky Driving School, raising the bar in driver education. Man of War Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. And by Don Franklin Auto, driven by family.
Let's take a look at some of your halftime numbers presented by Community Action Council, helping people, changing lives. Henry Clay, 6 of 14 from three, and Station really hanging in this game at the foul line.
Yeah, they've got to the line quite often, and I know that that's because of the way they drive the basketball, and they needed to do that, shooting 1 for 8 behind the arc.
So Blue Devil basketball trying to get, again, their second ginormous win this week. Down low, Hassan Bush, and there's the help side defense foul by Tayshawn Adams.
Great move by Bush, quick spin across the lane to try to go to that left-hand side. The help side was there, and they really kind of bailed him out, but he just had that hand up and let him take the shot. If he makes that one, you just pat him on the butt. There ain't no sense fouling him on that one.
So Bush, 69% free throw shooter on the season.
This next possession, I think, will be a big one for Bryan Station. Although I know it'll be a game of waves as we go through it, especially being on their home floor. But I'd like to see them get a good score against a half-court offense of Henry Clay right here. Or half-court defense, I should say.
Bush with 7. We've been in this building so many times and just been so rambunctious in the intensity, the noise, and really the crowd tonight not really been in this game much. As a rebound snared on the backside by Stephan.
Not as much. I'd agree with that. That's a big rebound by Stephan, and finds Brown in the corner.
Kaysen knocks it in again.
He's one of those domino guys where if he hits one, they just keep falling. So, I mean, you got some of them are like that, and he's definitely a domino shooter.
Kaysen Brown with 12. All on the 3. Rashad Faulkner tries to answer. And the rebound occupied by Cade Highlander of Henry Clay. And there's Burton coming up the floor for the deflection. And Faulkner, nice defensive play. Outlet to Amari. Speed. 2.
No, Henry Clay had a great opportunity right there to take that thing on up past the 10-point mark.
There's Jackson
Just had to be
Steffen.
tough with it.
How about that maneuver down low?
Very good footwork. Through 2 defenders. Toughed it in the hole.
Steffen now with 5 points and a 38-28 lead.
Henry Clay sticking with that 2-3.
Adams to the basket for 2.
That's supposed to take that middle out of play, but they've punched it in there a couple of times.
There's A.J. Dixon, crafty pass behind a
I
cutting
believe it
Bush.
went off of Station. Yeah, that's a good call. It went off his hip.
Well, Champ doesn't think so.
It hit his hip.
There's Kason Brown coming up the floor.
We had a good vantage point on that one.
Well, you've got a lot of elevation.
Yeah, I need it. I'm 5'9" with my shoes on, Chris.
There's Kason Brown. Under 6 in this third quarter. A.J. Dixon hoist a 3. And Steffen, a strong rebound. And how about Highlander? Wow, Dixon.
Yeah, that's too many chances. Bryan Station can't let them do that. That's way too many chances at the goal. Great move by, you just got to finish it. Great move by Adams right there. And then Henry Clay had the ball in their hands, and he just had a tough spot. Timeout, Bryan Station.
And the Station timeout will step aside. A 10-point game on Glycod.
Old impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Henry Clay by 10 as we welcome you back. 5:22 in the third quarter. There's 1 week remaining in the regular season as both these teams trying to ramp up for a lengthy postseason run. But Henry Clay uber hot here in late February. Faulkner has that swirl out, and Brown.
Great rebound. Release it to the ball, read it off the rim. Sometimes you just got to do that. Really good job of Coach Brown's boy going after that, Kason.
Kason's played very well tonight. 12 points, all on threes. There's Jackson Steffen working on Brunley Fon. Beat him off the bounce and laid it in.
Wow. Tough. Very tough finish underneath the backboard. Dr. J-like.
There's Bush on the block from Owens, and it's going to trickle out possession. Bryan Station.
That's one of those, I've heard Coach Higgs always holler, block it out of the hand. That's one of those things right there where Bush waited till he shot it and then went to block the ball. Good job on his part. Good defense on Henry Clay's part.
Faulkner launches a 3. And there's Hassan Bush with a rebound. I think Henry Clay's punched Bryan Station in the mouth tonight.
They've done a good job of taking care of the basketball.
They've been the more physical team. Steffen follows. 2 more.
Wow. Way too many rebounds. That's second chance points in this half right here.
Steffen lobs to Kason Brown. And Bryan Station.
Probably a good timeout.
Down 16 points to Henry Clay. A bevy of Blue Devil. Huge plays as we keep things here and just run after run. What's been the difference in this Henry Clay resurgence?
Henry Clay's got some transition right here in the last little bit. Some things that I thought Bryan Station was going to need to maybe put them over the top. But also just Henry Clay's toughness around the basket. rebounding wise and finishing down there. And, man, there's just way too many second chance points in the first 4 minutes this third quarter. Heck, they had the one possession. They must have had 4 shots on the goal right there, and all of them, other than the first one, were right underneath it. And just a sea of Bryan Station players, but, you know, Henry Clay winning that 50-50 match, if you will, on those 50-50 balls and 50-50 rebounds, and they capitalized on it both times.
And, Tim, I think, you know, the last few years, Henry Clay, they've been known more really of a finesse team. Going to shoot so many threes. I tell you what, tonight, that's not been the case. They have been aggressive, they have been physical, and it has to be very pleasing to Daniel Brown.
Yeah, very pleasing, because that physicality is just a part of being an 11th region contender. You are going to have to be physical in the way you play the game.
This has been an impressive evening for the Blue Devils, but still plenty of time left. 12 to go. Station down 16. Amari Owens tries a 3. Everything but as the rebound finds Kate Highlander. There's Brown. Reverse pass, A.J. Dixon. And Brunley Fawn with a big rebound.
Another offensive rebound, but couldn't get it in.
There's Justin Richmond lobbing it up, and oh my, Fawn, yeah, that's a great call.
Hung just a little too long up there.
And possession back to the Blue Devils. The rim still shaking a tad.
Be careful of that bounce pass. Bryan Station, they're going to start playing for the ball pretty heavy here in the next little bit.
A.J. Dixon hoists to 3. And there's Fawn. Another Station rebound.
A.J. shot it with confidence. He's looking for that open look and ready to let it go.
Richmond extra pass to Owens. Station only 4 points in the first 6 minutes of this quarter. Adams knifing in for 2.
Good patience by Station. Got it to Adams again. He's done that 2 or 3 times already this quarter.
The lead at 14, nearly a turnover as the ball finds Bush.
Yep, I think that was going to Kaysen and went over his head. Bush having to be there to reel it in.
A.J. Dixon spinning and great overplay. Amari Owens, wonderful play. Touched it last, though, and it's going to belong back to Henry Clay High School. Douglas winning handily late in the third quarter of that game, also on Glycott. Forrest Tucker alongside Sean Woods in that game. Highlander, great cut.
Pass. Great pass. Good call by Coach Brown right there. Got a little back pick on A.J. Dixon from the far side. Station really using Adams in the middle of that zone. Bush has just got to be careful when Adams does catch it. Don't let him put it on the floor and go to the basket with it.
Faulkner, a big 3.
He's bound to hit one. He's had some good looks and hadn't made them yet. He'll keep shooting them right there.
It's a big basket for Bryan Station.
They needed that.
Yes, they did. With 150 in this third and the lead at 13.
Highlander's just a good utility guy, man. He posts up, he takes the ball out right there. He said, well, we'll just let him bring the ball down the floor and get us in the offense.
He makes them better in
does.
his role.
Yep. He kind of can do a little bit of everything.
Stephan underneath. There's A.J. Dixon. Now Jackson. Stephan a 3. Long rebound, and that play pretty much summarizes the night.
Yep.
Great effort, and it's Henry Clay ball.
Good smart play. Followed his shot to a certain degree and had to jump out of bounds to get it, but saved it in off of Amari Owens.
There's Stephan, comes to a jump stop, powers it in.
Good job of scoring off 2 feet right there. He knew he had a little size, a little physicality on the axle that was guarding him, and he just, scoring off 2 feet, you can just do so much more under control in that regard.
Under a minute now in this third quarter. Henry Clay has tacked on 10 to their lead. They led by 5 at half. Owens long. Tayshawn Adams backside, lays it in.
Man, he jumped about 2 seconds too early to rebound that ball, and he still got it.
And Henry Clay has been really the predicament for much of this evening. They've had the ball late in each quarter, and they've got it again.
Yeah. See if they can hold it for one right here. Looks like they're going to try. Oh, Daniel, that's his old, do the old 4 guys up top. They're going to peel him out. More of a stall play, if you will. The only way you can do to break it up, now they'll spread it out and let Dixon take it.
A.J. does, and Fawn says no. There's Kason Brown. Tried to draw a foul.
I don't know that he didn't. I think they ran right into him. I'll agree with Daniel on that one. I'll give him, he's been arguing pretty heavy, but I'm going to agree with him on that
Only
one.
1 second left. Let's take one more look. There's the Dixon block.
Looks like to me he runs into him. Either that or Kason got the Emmy Award on it.
Long three. That's going to take us to the fourth. Henry Clay on top of Bryan Station tonight on the north side. They lead 50-37. Tim and I with more coverage in just a moment. Be right back.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Back to Bryan Station High School. The defenders trying to do something about this 13-point deficit to start the second and make that the fourth quarter.
Yeah, time's getting a little slim now, so as we're getting in, for double-digit leads anyway. So I think Station, they're going to have to turn that heat up a little bit, stay in front of them, keep it out of the middle, and see if they can get some turnovers that lead to some offense.
For Bryan Station, it's a little bit of a different lineup. They've got Monte Ashford and Jordan Axum back in. We've seen them have success in the last couple of games with both bigs on the floor, meaning Burton and Fawn. We've yet to see that lineup tonight.
Yeah, for the most part, been Burton and Adams. And, boy, they've used Adams good in the middle. Henry Clay kind of sagging a little bit more so and taking the middle away. Maybe with the way Station has shot it from the arc.
There's Axum, oh my, floated out. Great effort by him, and it's going to belong, looks like, to Henry Clay at the 7:28 mark.
I think Henry Clay kind of sagged a little more right there and going to be content to maybe let them shoot a three or two, try to get themselves back in it. With the way they've shot from behind the arc, that might not be too bad a deal. Take away that drive, keep the middle closed up, and take your chances behind the arc.
Dead ball will enable Henry Clay to inbound, although it's against full court pressure.
And that 2-2-1 is going to try to get you right here is where you want that trap to happen.
As Cade Highlander up top. Now A.J. Dixon.
Great pass.
Wow. Hassan Bush collecting two more.
Highlander with the behind the back. Beautiful look. across the lane to his teammate. Very well played. Very unselfish. Henry Clay, again, just content to stay in front of you. That's what they're going to have to keep doing. A.J. Dixon with another good look.
And Antoine Burton there for Bryan Station as the defenders needing some points here. Down 15, nearing the 6-minute mark. There's Adams down tight. Now Faulkner tries a three, and that's a big one.
He's made a couple. You're going to have to start looking for him a little bit. Oh, you can't loft it like that, Kaysen.
Justin Richmond in for two, and Henry Clay going to call a quick timeout. The lead at 10 is Station with 5 straight points on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Bryan Station with 5 straight points. The lead now back to 10 after the Henry Clay timeout. About 6+ minutes or so in this fourth quarter.
You put a 3 together with a turnover, 2 points. That you can get 5 points real quick right there in a matter of a few seconds. So, like I say, Henry Clay not out of the woods yet. They still a bunch of time. But I do think Station's going to have to make some of them shots because they're going to give them to him. And Henry Clay's got to take care of the ball. Look at this. Got another one.
Yeah, Faulkner with the steal. Faulkner from 10.
Yep. Turnovers into offense. Henry Clay only had 5 turnovers in the first half.
There's Jackson Steffen into forecourt. The lead reduced to 8. Steffen baseline, lofts it up. Bush there with that rebound, and Faulkner rips it away.
The basket here, it gets real interesting.
And Faulkner really been the key to this comeback.
Made a lot of plays.
There's Jordan Axum. And Amari Owens.
He's calling for a screen.
Not on the floor. Owens set to check in at the next whistle. There's Adams, baseline.
Good patience.
Richmond a 3. Got it!
Grapevine. Big time shot. Pushed it to 5, but nobody got back.
Hassan Bush. Off. Burton a rebound. Station with 9 in succession.
We got a game now, guys.
Antoine Burton lofting it underneath. Adams.
Good look.
Catch, and Dixon called for the foul.
He does such a good job of sealing a guy out of the way so that it gives him an advantage to catch and score it by the rim. And, on that regard, his teammates do a good job of seeing him in that position. And that's tough for a high school kid, man. You don't see a lot of kids that can do that successfully. And that's a good job on Coach Ligon's part of teaching those kids to look for that.
That was a great assist by Jordan Axum, swerving that pass to find an open Justin Richmond. And the lead now reduced, it is, to 4.
Still going to keep that pressure on. Can't get trapped in there. There's the middle. They've been hitting the whole game.
Dixon fouled coming up the floor. Now, Henry Clay, what do they do to maintain the looseness that they've had and not tighten up a bit?
Sure. That's, Station's give them a pretty good punch here, but they can regain control of it pretty fast. It's just going to be a matter. You don't have to get it in. 5.
There's Dixon, a strong grab, and Faulkner able to bat that away. Loose on the floor, arrow in favor of Henry Clay.
Good hustle play, going to the floor 2 or 3 different times, sliding across the floor and gathering that ball, going back to Henry Clay. Henry Clay got a break right there. Station had that ball twice. Trap in the backcourt. Oh, over and back. Yes, he did. Defense caused the corner. Now, see if you can turn that turnover into some more offense for the defenders right here.
Justin Richmond to inbound. Henry Clay with but 2 points in this quarter. They led 50-37 after 3.
Henry Clay still sticking with that zone. Didn't know if they might go back to man-to-man a little bit here. Just for a different look.
There's Justin Richmond. He hit that huge 3, and now Amari Owens, of course, back in the thick of it. Under 4 minutes to play.
Sometimes it's interesting. You see teams say, oh, you got to go, but the complacency that it causes.
Underneath, there's Adams.
Good look.
Owens, a
Very
big 3.
look.
And Dixon and Burton tangle up for the rebound. The arrow.
Station ball.
Yes, it is.
Burton came across the lane from the other side and saw that. Again, just seen some really good reads off the rim to rebound tonight. That was all on Burton to go get it.
Inbound right underneath to Antoine. And a Henry Clay foul. Second foul this quarter on the Blue Devils.
Good job. Big fella just gathered himself and went straight at the rim. He's been a little hesitant to do that early in the year, I thought. That was a great, aggressive, strong move towards the basket. He'd get 2 free throws for it.
Burton only a 43% free throw shooter. He's not been there a lot this year. And the lead still at 4 for Henry Clay, trying to hang on in this game. Once led by 15 points.
A lot of that defensive pressure, again, that sometimes can come to
Adams
what
able
a
to get
rebound.
that rebound.
Wow. One-handed.
And Cade Highlander out for Henry Clay.
There's your middle cutter.
Jackson Steffen angling baseline. And the ball finds Tayshawn Adams. And
Good
Henry
defensive.
Clay has been stuck on 52 for a while. Owens initiating into the foul line. He'll march.
Might have ducked his shoulder a little bit right there, but it doesn't matter because there just wasn't any kind of position. Guy running along beside of him. That's why that good, aggressive, physical move to the basket. It's going to get him 2 free throws. Let's see if he keeps shooting them hot.
Owens started this game 4 of 4 from the foul line. He's now 7 of 11. And Tim, you and I talked about this. It's not only, making them, it's when you shoot them as well. And when he handles the ball so late in games, this is a big, important part of the game for him.
Big part of the game for him and for his team. Because the guys that handle the ball a lot in situations like what we're coming into right here, they're going to have to be able to make some free throws.
Oh my, 2 big misses, but he got the rebound.
Got a box a shooter out.
And Station going to call timeout. That will leave them with 1. Bryan Station basketball down 4. We're back in 30 seconds on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
With Fast Signs, create striking custom visuals that inspire pride district-wide. Fast Signs, make your statement.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Let's reset the table as we welcome you back. Henry Clay once led by 15. They now lead by 4. Under 4 minutes left in this game out of a Bryan Station timeout. Henry Clay has 3 timeouts, Station with 1, and the arrow in favor of Henry Clay.
That Station with 1 timeout. That could also come into play as these seconds tick off the clock in this last 3 minutes.
So 3:02 to play. Bryan Station ball.
And this is one of those things too. When Henry Clay gets the ball, they've got to play don't play not to lose. You still got to play to win, if you will.
And it's Justin Richmond. He hit a big 3, invigorating this comeback as well as he'll nudge it in play. There's Faulkner, a deep 3, and Brown, I think, may have gotten a hand on that, and it's out off of Justin Richmond.
Good contest by Brown. I'm not sure if he got it. If he did, it might have still been in the hand or something, but good contest by him. Faulkner wanted another look at it, as he probably should. Good job, back to it. Oh, no.
There's Burton for 2.
Great play. It's those turnovers right here, right in front of their own basket.
Again, Henry Clay still 2 points in this quarter.
Another one. Yep. Now it's going to get interesting for the fact, Chris, that is Henry Clay's 4th foul. And Station will be shooting 2 every time they get touched from now on.
Well, the turnovers, they have come in droves in this quarter.
Yeah, so odd in the fact that they only had 5 in the first half.
Blue Devils by 2. Station outscoring them 13-2 in this 4th quarter.
Still got Adams in the middle. Good patience still. Uh-oh, that's a good look.
For the lead as Owens has it swerve out, pinballed around underneath, it squirts out.
Yep.
Station
that's
ball.
A good call. Even Coach Brown agreed with that one. Again, those rebounds are coming into play. At this point in the game, they got to be one and done, man.
Under 2 minutes remaining. Rashad Faulkner.
Don't second guess yourself, young man.
Dixon got a hand on that. There's Antoine Burton, and Dixon back to get it for Henry Clay.
Unbelievable. Great hustle play.
And Daniel Brown is going to be granted a Henry Clay timeout. That leaves them with 2, and it will be Henry Clay possession with 1:40 left. It's a full timeout. High drama on the north side. Thanks for joining us. More coverage right after this.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
So Henry Clay ball up to 150-ish remaining in this 4th quarter, 140 to be precise.
Henry Clay's just look very rattled. Just trying to get the ball across the half court line. And but when they get down here, again, it's just they just got to get back to where they were in the first half. It's really the same thing. They're not doing anything different. maybe fatigue has played a small role in that.
To Cade Highlander.
There he is in that role. Now he's point guard.
Hassan Bush. Who wants to take the big shot for Henry Clay here with 1:20 left?
Yeah, that's it needs to be a good one. There doesn't need to be anything that's, you don't have to take anything that's out of the question. Keep cutting, get something going towards the basket. Oh no.
Tayshaun in the passing lane. And Burton committing a foul. So Adams with a chance to tie the game after the overplay and theft.
And you know, it's that thing where you've got to be patient, but you got to look to attack the rim and go with it. Don't play not to lose. You've got to play to win. And Mr. Adams getting ready to tie this thing up.
Bryan Station led by 3 one time tonight. It was in the first quarter.
Both of them hit the bottom first. Good trap right there. Steffen's got to take that on. 2 feet. That's a good job.
And the entire quarter's been played to our left at the station end of the floor. Henry Clay, 2 points in 7 minutes in this in this fourth quarter.
Wow.
And Jackson Steffen to the foul line for 2 huge free throws.
That's a great point, Chris. All the action at all has been down on that left side. 2 big free throws right here. This could change their demeanor just a little bit. That's big.
Cade Highlander out. Trevor Evans in for Henry Clay. Again, the Blue Devils 5 team fouls.
Let's see how they defend them right here. Going to go with that wide 3-2. Kind of let Bush is going to kind of shadow Adams a little bit. Almost like a 1-3-1, if you will, but it's flat. 3-2-ish, if you will. So it's, but you got Burton down there on the block. Get an eye on it.
Station 1 timeout left. 27 seconds. Down 2.
Going to have to get one.
There you go.
That's a good job.
Final timeout. We'll keep things here as Station trying to strategize down 2 with 21.1 left.
You know, I get it. Chance, he was wanting to try to maybe get something right there with nothing set. Sometimes it's easier to score and do on that kind of thing. But he saw we may going to settle for something we don't want and get a timeout. And that's probably the right thing to do with about 20 seconds here.
So much,
get this thing tied up.
Tim, of what Station does is drive-oriented. Is that the play here, or do they maybe kick it out for a 3?
You know, I think with the attention, like we talked about, that Amari gets, I mean, the guy averages 23 a game. We've seen him. He knows how to score the ball. I like a high screen for him of some sort out here. It may make Henry Clay go ahead and maybe use Burton and let him high screen and roll straight to the basket. Let Amari come off and create, have shooters on that side, and see what pans out of it. And then you got Burton on the crash in case of a miss. I like to put the ball in his hands and play through him right here.
Arrow in favor of Henry Clay. Blue Devils 2 timeouts. Station void of timeouts. And the drive in play with the Station a couple of free throws because Henry Clay has 5 team fouls in this quarter.
Going to have to screen. Oh, got it down there to him. I saw Burton been down there the whole time.
Burton under heavy duress. Faulkner for the lead. Got it! And a timeout called.
Big time play, baby. Faulkner's wanted that shot every time he got it all game long. He proved he could make it there, and that's one of the reasons they came back. Found him in a good spot, slow recovery. And Mr. Faulkner puts the defenders on top, climbing out of a deep hole. A deep hole.
15-point hole. Henry Clay, their possession, length of the floor. 3.2 left.
So, in this situation, you don't want that long pass. You got to keep players in front of you so that they catch it in front of you, and when they do catch it, you got to keep a nose between the ball and the basket, and if they make a shot, it needs to be right. You need to be right in front of them. Big shot. Big shot.
Faulkner has made 3 threes in this half. And how about Antoine Burton? The presence of mind to maintain composure, didn't travel, didn't kick it out of bounds, but funneled it back to an open teammate.
Again, and I thought he'd just try to power it up right there. In that regard, you said he's about a 40-something% free throw shooter. You don't make it, you get fouled. Henry
and
had 1 to give. They've actually got 2 to give.
That's the 3rd team foul on Station with 2 seconds left. And Henry Clay, they still have 1 timeout as well, and the ball's now on their side of the floor.
There he is it.
So Henry Clay going to call their last timeout. And for them, there are plenty more options now because the ball's on their side of the floor.
Sure.
They don't have to traverse the first 45 feet.
I'm going to be honest with you, Chris. Think about what just happened. So they threw the ball in, and it was deflected, took a bounce inbounds, and went out of bounds. Then they threw it in again and threw it to Kaysen. He gets all the way across half court, but when they started at the first inbound, it was 3.2 seconds. Man, it sure didn't take much time off. I'll be honest with you, Scott County, I had a better clock worker than that. We'd run some time off. We inbounded it twice and only 1.2 came off. Oh my goodness.
So Henry Clay ball down 1, 2 seconds left. As we're inside the timeout, both teams now out of timeouts. The important notion, there are 2 of them, arrows in Henry Clay's favor. And perhaps more importantly, Station still has 1 more foul to give, meaning they can burn some more time.
Right. And I believe I would. You just got to make sure. I've seen it happen. Man, it bit me one time in a game against Lafayette where we had a foul to give. I said when they got it, and the guy just went into his motion, shot off 1 foot, and they gave him 3 free throws.
Highlander to inbound. A.J. Dixon for the win. Off!
Great ball game. Not a bad look, really.
And it looked like here as we dial up the inbound that Dixon was perhaps the 2nd or 3rd choice from Cade Highlander.
Looked like the 3rd choice. I think you had the first option was going to be Steffen coming off on the screen, going to the short corner on the ball side. Then you had Kaysen Brown coming next, and Dixon was the last curl, but he actually got a pretty good look going towards the basket. There goes Steffen. Here comes Brown, and Dixon was a screener.
And a great look for A.J. and a huge comeback win tonight for Bryan Station. 55-54. More coverage right after this.
Get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a 4-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
2 great games tonight on Glycod, both winners for Bryan Station in the girls' game. Station won in overtime in the boys' game. Bryan Station overcoming what was a 16-point deficit at one point to win 55-54. In the fourth quarter, Bryan Station outscores Henry Clay 18-4. Let's take a look at some of your final numbers presented by our great partners at Community Action Council. They are helping people and changing lives. You see perhaps the biggest difference in the game. Station 14 more free throw opportunities, 5 more points from there. And turnovers, as Tim will talk about in just a little bit, so key as Henry Clay with a plethora of turnovers in the fourth quarter, Tim. And really, the game hinged on Henry Clay's inability to take care of the ball late in the game.
Yeah, just, I don't know. It really didn't change to a certain degree what they were doing. Station realized, like we discussed, they were going to have to do something, get a little more energy, and they brought it. And when it started happening, it dominoed right out, and they got a bunch of points off turnovers.
We will update the ticker. We've got some breaking news. Sacred Heart girls lose tonight. First time in 92 games, losing at Simon Kenton. Wow. 75-70.
On the road. That's Simon Kenton, also a great program over there. And what I say, that's tough. But at Sacred Heart girls, that is really big.
Sure is. So we will chat hopefully with Champ Ligon. And Champ's going to be exuberant. Not sure he was expecting to talk to you with about 4 minutes left in the game.
Well, I don't know. Champ's always kind of had that His teams have that demeanor. It's again, we said it's going to be a game of waves, but just the Henry Clay wave was longer and bigger. But
yeah,
well, it was longer, but the Bryan Station wave was bigger at the end. So
let's get to a break. More coverage in a moment. Bryan Station 55, Henry Clay 54 on Glycott.
Bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Final score tonight, Bryan Station on top over Henry Clay, 55-54. Let's check in with Tim Glenn. He's with Champ Ligon and Rashad Faulkner.
Welcome back. We're right here at Bryan Station High School tonight. Unbelievable basketball game. It's actually 2 basketball games are unbelievable in the 42nd District. Coach Ligon, got to be proud. I mean, that was just a slugfest. Those guys back and forth each time, you guys throwing punches. But they threw, I said, it was a game of waves. Their wave was longer, but your wave was bigger.
Yeah, man, these guys have so much heart. That, you know, I've been coaching these guys for 4 years now, and they've steadily improved year by year, and they like each other, and they play together, and they never believe they're out of the game. So, and they kind of proved it tonight.
I think, it was just we said up here on the broadcast that, man, those guys, we just got to do something. Coach Ligon, he's always getting after him, You felt like your energy just upped right there? Or was it something really a big change? Because I didn't see a difference, but I think you just realized the urgency.
Yeah, you start looking up at the scoreboard, you start feeling the urgency. But they, we got like back-to-back plays where we scored, and then we got a quick turnover and scored, and I think, you could feel the momentum turning, and all of a sudden our guys were everywhere, and when we get into that sharp, like frenzy, we're pretty scary defensively. Sure.
Well, Coach, you got to be proud of your senior over here with Rashad. Hey, I thought you shot the ball with confidence. Even in the first half, you shot it with confidence. Down the end right there, I think, Coach, he was one of the guys that started the domino effect of what happened right there at the end. You got a big you hit a three, and you hit a big steal that led to another basket. So, hey, what do you, in your opinion, what changed to change the tide right there?
I don't even know for real. I know we was down like 55-40 coming out of timeout, and we just went full court go. That's full court man-to-man, and we just turned it up. I don't even know like why we just switched it, because it didn't feel like our demeanor and stuff switched. I don't even know.
Well, right there at the end, that shot out of the corner, I thought it was a great job by your teammate Burton. Coach, he did a great job with his composure and the way he realized he could have powered that ball up. And Chris and I talked about on the broadcast, said, hey, he kept his composure, kept his feet, and he found you in the corner. Did you know it was in before you let it go?
Yeah, every time I shoot it late in the game, I think it's going in.
So. And you know what, Coach, that's a great attribute for every shooter. And tonight I felt like they was all going in for you anyway. So, hey, Coach, congratulations. I know you're excited going into the district, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Yeah, we got to turn around and play them, I think, in 12 days. And you see what type of game it was tonight. It's going to be the same thing. So we're going to have to do it all over again. Hopefully we're not staring up at a 15, 16-point deficit. Man, we just got to enjoy this one. We come back on Sunday, start working toward the rest of the season.
Rashad, you get that shot, you going to hit it again?
Yes, sir. I hit it last Saturday.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming and joining us tonight, and thanks for coming up and talking with us this afternoon. And great
Always good to see you.
Great win tonight.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Central Kentucky Driving School, raising the bar in driver education. Man of War Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. And by Don Franklin Auto, driven by family.
Tonight's most outstanding players presented by our great friends at Elite Building Products in Nicholasville. They are locally owned and offer top quality products for any of your home projects. If you'd like more information, stop by their awesome showroom at 242 Wilson Drive in Nicholasville. Again, that's Elite Building Products. For Henry Clay, you got 3 or 4 guys that played very well, but Jackson Steven, no turnovers tonight for them.
You know, balance, just like what you said at the beginning. You know, just had a very balanced attack with a lot of guys. But yeah, I thought Jackson Steffens, his way he drove the ball to the basket, he got rebounds, having 13 and 7, and you know, just a good leader on that team anyway.
Kason Brown played well, 14 points on 4 of 8 shooting from 3. A.J. Dixon, 14 points. And how about Cade Highlander? Only 4 points, but 6 assists as well.
6 assists, and again, like we talked about, it does everything from run the post to run the point.
And for Bryan Station, we'll settle on Rashad Faulkner. He made those big shots late in the game, 9 points in the second half, 13 points and 6 rebounds. Did you learn anything new about either of these teams tonight?
You know, just the persistence. That's one thing about Station. They've got some persistence about the way they attack you defensively, and if you let down, it dominoes. And so normally there's different pieces of that throughout a game. Like you may have that in the second quarter, or you may have that. Really didn't have that. Henry Clay didn't have it all the way until right there at the end, and then the defenders, Bryan Station, they just capitalized on it in a really big way for championing tonight.
Well, as Champ mentioned, 12 days out, these two teams will play again. This time it's for berth in the 11th region tournament, and that should be an outstanding matchup. We'll have the district tournament in its entirety for you coming up on Glycod. But first, regular season wraps up next week. We will have one game for you Friday night on the farm with Sacred Heart, who surprisingly had their 80-plus game winning streak snapped tonight, losing at Simon. Kent will have Sacred Heart and Douglas for you coming up on Friday before the district tournament. Tim, it's been a great night for basketball. 2 really competitive games with the four teams played very hard tonight.
2 dandies. I'm wore out. I ain't gonna lie to you, Chris. I feel like I've been rode hard and put up wet, because I am just absolutely. But that is 2 dandy basketball games. Couldn't ask for anything else.
Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share as we strive to bring you the best and most positive high school athletics in Central Kentucky. That'll do it for our teammates. Thanks to our wonderful camera operator, Joe O'Million, Steve Bird, our executive producer, Shidrok Artistani, our runner and assistant. For Tim Glenn, I'm Chris Labar. Good night from Bryan Station High School. You've been watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for the real world. College for your world. Tonight's game was brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville. Movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington. Changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. Community Action Council, New Vista, Tech 24, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Fast Signs.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @GlyCod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from GlyCod.